We're back like herpes. What's happening? It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. What's up, Lee? How was your weekend?
Oh, one of the best weeks ever. Dude, I got to be honest. Side Splitters, I think, is my number one club for me.
You love it now.
It's and I'm sure you remember, but like, it's the first club that really took a chance on me. So like, to me, I would do anything for them. It was like a 7-show week. It was the best. It was like one of the best weeks I've ever had. It's so cool. 7 shows. Not all of them went well. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them were great.
They're not supposed to.
But it was like, I learned a lot. I got to see Greg Fitzsimmons, which was awesome. I got to do the radio 2 days in a row, which was really cool. Like, it was like a little mini like training camp. It was awesome. It was, and like, people came out. Some people came to 2 shows, which was really cool. It was just I got heckled by a little person, which was really fun. You
fell.
Oh, I did.
I got the
fell
report.
Going on
He fell on the stage.
Oh, they had these edible drinks, and I was running up. It was the headlining show on Saturday, the early show, and I just, for the first time ever, just like kind of I put my foot down, and it just didn't really, and I ate it. And then, you know what's funny? I just saw last week, there's a clip of Ralphie doing some sort of late night set, and he eats it, and he goes, and as soon as he stands up, he goes, "That was the funniest thing that's happened on the show in a long goddamn time." And then immediately I do it. So yeah, it was, anything that could have happened did happen. It was awesome.
Well, for me, I got to be honest with you. This podcast is called The Church of What's Happening Now, or Next Generation, or The Next Chapter, whatever the fuck we call it. But this podcast is basically, should be called The Education of Lee. And as a fucking guy that watches everything, I think last week, your behavior, the way you looked at it, everything, I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
You went A to fucking Z across the board. You made the video coming out of the ocean with those fucking hairy shoulders. You're like a Jewish fucking wolf man.
I know.
I turned down like 200,000 in ads last week. They want to send a chick to come in here and sandblast your shoulders.
Why would
Another
you turn that
company
down?
wants to shave your shoulders and make you a wig.
Deal.
Yeah, it's.
This
we
is
got
the only
so
good
many
one.
fucking offers for your shoulders, but you got to knock it off. You got to have the chick double time and shave your shoulders.
Dude,
You're
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
What do you mean it's everywhere? My friend bumped into you in the ocean. He thought he was getting fucking grabbed by a sea reef. Like one of those, when I go down I love the beach, right? Any beach, California, New Jersey. But the first time one of those vines wraps around my leg, I'm done. I'm done. I just turn around and run out of, that's it. That's my day at the fucking beach. But they said you had like tentacles coming out of your shoulders and shit, grabbing people by the neck.
Dude, I have hair everywhere but my head, and it's fucking. You probably never saw that Tim Allen movie, when he was with Santa Claus, like he turned into Santa and he tried to shave and immediately grew back. If I shave my back today, by Thursday, it's worse.
Well, keep shaving until you turn into the Jew Wolf Man. I'm telling you right now.
I'm already the Jew Wolf Man.
That's the name of this. Eric, that's the script to write. The Jew Wolf Man. He only comes out between 11:30 and 11:45. That's it. He comes out, they got a coupon. That's it. And he fucking goes back home. Tremendous.
That would be amazing.
But all honesty, you sat in those rooms with all those comics. I think 2 weeks ago I said on the podcast that you learn some good things from some bad people once in a while. And it's very tough to digest, but you're like, the guy had 3 good qualities, and I took one of them. Like, I learned from one of his qualities.
Right.
You had a lot of good comedians and a lot of bad comedians, but everybody laid an opinion down, and you grasped it. And I'm just really proud of you. It took 10 years, whatever. Let's say 10 years, 8 years, whatever the fuck it's been. But it's been great to see you grow as a human being. I mean, these people don't know that you were like a fucking deaf mute when I met you. You wouldn't even talk. You went, yeah. I gave you that can with the hash, and that was it.
Oh, yeah.
People always blaming on the drugs. Sometimes drug open a motherfucker up. And Lee needed to fucking, he hit that hash on that Coca-Cola can, and I just turned around. I go, there goes the old Lee up in smoke. I heard coughing. His face was red. He was holding on like fucking.
My lungs have never recovered from that one
hit. From
hit.
Cleveland last week, he was holding on to his throat. That was Lee. My wife was patting him in the back. The cat was holding him. But But it's been a real pleasure to watch you grow. I always like watching people grow, man. I love catching somebody early and going, that motherfucker watches smoke. And it's not the people that the industry pick. It's never the people that, the 20 up and coming, those guys lose it. They're weak and white. They just fall apart. I'm in an article. I'm headed to Saturday Night Live. And then when they don't make Saturday Night Live, they crinkle. That's it, and you just did great, man. And, I'm sure you're up for great things if you keep this pace up. It's been a little slow for you, but this shit doesn't happen overnight, because if it did, everybody would do it.
Right.
It's about the time when your wife tells you you're a loser. You're about 48 and your wife's like, you know what? If you would have played the harmonica, you would have been in an orchestra right now. You still want to fucking crack stupid jokes with a bunch of drunk people and go to the corner. And it's just about when you're looking for a job. When you got that, fuck it, I'm going full time, and you start looking, that you get that call. And you never know when that call or what that's going to be, so you better be prepared.
Right, and
you better be prepared. That's it.
It just means the world to me. I was talking to the owner of Side Splitters, and it's just, for comics at my level, features and it's almost impossible unless someone takes a chance on you. And you took a chance on me, Josh takes me out, takes a chance on me. But it's such a struggle right now to get that opportunity. And I'm a lot luckier than most. So this is my second time at this club, and it's just I've heard you talk about it. When people aren't giving you the chance, when someone finally does, I would, if the owner of Side Splitters asked me to kill a guy, I probably would. It means a lot.
Lee, listen. This is what people don't know. I'm not taking a chance with you when I take you out at all. Comedy is not a funny business. Comedy is not a movie business. Comedy is none of the above. For people who don't know, comedy is a karma business. And how many people said to me, hey, I remember people calling me that were fucking stars and going, you got 30 minutes? And I'm like, really? I got about 16 and a half. But I'll fucking give it my best. And they didn't take a chance on me. They just said, come on. I've worked with worse people. Come on down there. And that's what comedy's about. It's not about the funniest guy. That's great. It's the guy. It's a karma business. It's a universal business. The universe watches. So just when you're ready to hang yourself, that's when that club calls you. Hey, we got to, and they call you in a bad situation, but you don't give a fuck. Because if they would have called you and any other time in your life, you tell them to go suck your dick. But they'll call you Friday at 2. You already got plans with mama, but this is your chance.
Right, oh yeah.
You got a headlining at whatever, Gotham, whatever. And this is what I tell people. Answer that fucking phone. Answer that fucking phone, because that could be Paramount. You don't even know. That could be anybody. Answer that phone. But I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud that you stuck with it, and you have a direction. A lot of people just are running around like a fucking crazy Indian. Not you. You have a direction. You ask questions. You ask a lot of questions. And, hey, man. Yeah, you ask a lot of questions.
I try,
and, hey, listen, you got to ask questions. It's like when you're a feature act, and they say, hey, you're going to work with Attell this weekend. And, you remember a joke that Attell had in one of his specials. And, the second night you get comfortable with him, now you can ask him creepy questions. Mm-hmm. How'd you write that joke? What? I heard he's got a fucking new joke.
Oh, really?
That he says, listen, I know you're not going to like me after I say this, but he goes, there's times you got to use the N-word. He goes, I know that people are going to get mad at me for using the N-word, but I'm going to have to say it. Newark Airport. And he goes, people lose his fucking mind.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah, but it's nobody takes a chance on you. It's a karma business. We've all been there. Unless you're an insensitive fuck and you don't remember that you bombed for 8 years. George, how many times did you see me bomb? That's what it is.
Yeah.
And nobody remembers the bombs. It's 20 years ago. Nobody's going to remember them. Who gives a fuck? Keep going, keep going, keep going. And some people can't handle that. Some people got to get therapy. Some people have to fucking, they can't handle the rejection. And that's fine. That's when you put your fireman helmet on and you fucking go to battle. And you did it, and I'm proud of you. How long is it? 9 years you've been?
I'm in my 8th year right now.
Okay, 8 years.
So yeah, I'm trying.
Which is really 6 years.
Right.
Because for 2 years you walk around like a fucking idiot anyway. I did. For the first 2 years I walked around like an idiot. Then I made a plan, and then I attacked, and here we are fucking 90 years later. But it doesn't matter how long the journey took, because the journey is all I'm going to, when I'm in that casket, that's all I'm going to remember, is that fucking journey and how great it was. My car breaking down, having to sleep with some chick with one eye, to get gas money, you know. You got to do all this crazy shit, but that's part of the fucking journey. And that's why I signed up for this. After I read the one fucking crazy guy's book that he lived in the hotel in the city.
Lenny Bruce,
and he fucking hung out with strippers at night and shit, and he shot heroin. I'm in. What's the alternative? Oh, I'm going to carry a suitcase to New York every day with a little bag and an apple in it? I'm going to fucking shoot myself. I'll jump off that fucking bridge. So
I don't blame you.
this is how we did it. This is how we do it, cocksuckers. You got to go for broke every goddamn day. Give me a minute. We'll be right back with my main man, Mr. Eric Alessandro. Anyway, we got my main man, Mr. Eric Alessandro, Staten Island zone. What's happening, buddy?
Dude, there's a D in the beginning of that.
Which one?
D'Alessandro.
Okay, what did I say? Alessandro? I don't fucking.
I got to buzz balls. Everybody does it.
Eric.
Yes, sir. Staten Island.
You know he likes you when he gets your name wrong. People still come up to me and tell me I'm the director from Israel. I'm not a director. I'm not from Israel. We have a friend named Agostino. He calls him D. Agostino.
Yeah.
That's how we know. That's how you know he likes you, is when the name is wrong.
I don't know. I'm sorry if that was
Maybe
a bad start.
I have a friend, Alessandro. That's why. So
It's fine. No one cares.
What's happening, brother?
What's up, man? Thank you so much for having me. I have to tell you, last year you said something really nice about me on your podcast, and I was blown away, man. That was really sweet of you. Thank you so much.
When I never heard of you till I moved to Jersey. You know,
Sounds about
and
right.
then when I moved here, my neighbors who are from
Staten Island.
what part? Of
Staten Island.
no, the part where you're from, not where.
Oh, the North Shore.
North Shore.
North Shore,
What's the
Staten
name?
Island.
Where's the bakery at?
That's in the North Shore.
Malone.
Yeah, Port Richmond.
Malone. All right, so they're from that area. And they asked me if I had seen you. And I go, no. And at that time, I just moved here. I'm not looking for, I just left Comedyville. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just left L.A.
Yeah.
Where you're surrounded in your neighborhood. And I'm like, no, I don't know who that is. And then one day you popped up, and it was a interesting video. And you were selling. You know, you were like, listen, come to my show. But it just wasn't you in front of a fucking brick wall, like I told Lee the other day.
Yeah.
These guys are all doing these videos. And, hi, I'm in whatever. Or they try to come at you like, yeah, I'm sitting here at the park. Don't forget to come take a dog. Nobody wants to see that shit.
Yeah, oh
you
my
got to
God.
grab me. You got to fucking grab me. You got to sit on a toilet with a newspaper, smoking a joint. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm at that. And that's what people remember. And you were actually doing that. You were doing all these videos. You did one where you called somebody and it was Tony Soprano on the other line.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fucking dying. I'm like, holy shit. And I said it. And this is what I said on this podcast. I go, I'm happy that you're doing comedy, and I hope you like it and everything. But I don't think this is where you're going to end up.
Oh man, thank
I
you.
just
yeah.
don't think you're going to end up with comedy. You might do comedy for 8 or 9 years, and then something big is going to come your way. You're a director.
Oh, thank you, man.
You're
Thank
a
you
big
so
time
much.
director. I know these videos, you know, and I know what I see, and I can't shoot videos like that. Not even that thought, like that. You just have something that's very creative. I could tell that you take your time.
Oh yeah.
You take your time with stuff, and you're always prepared because you're always shooting a video for that next week.
Yeah.
Or something. Now the other day you put one up with the baby. You know, it's always something different. And comedy, listen, I love comedy because you could do whatever the fuck you want from me.
Yeah.
You could act, you could direct, you could produce, you do it all.
Yeah.
Like I always look to the comic and like people like, you're a comedian, Joe. You know, I learned on a corner. Cracking jokes and people walk by. You say stupid thing. I wonder what her ass smells like. You say stupid shit and your friends fucking laugh. And you know, that's it. Now you're doing it in a big fucking spectrum and you're like, if these fucking idiots knew.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go to, there's no training for stand-up. It's just a bunch of jerk-offs talking shit in the corner. And all of a sudden, like I know what I can't do and what I could do. But one night I was watching Roseanne Barr on Larry King. And she had thrown out the writers from her show, The Christmas Party, when she hit #1. And he asked her, he goes, why did you throw those? No, he didn't throw out the writers. She threw out the staff of ABC, would not allow them into her party. Like most people get fired for that. She was like,
Oh, wow.
fuck you out. Because you guys are just a bunch of bad idea motherfuckers and all this shit. And she goes, what the networks forget is that we've been doing what they've been doing better.
Oh,
We
yeah.
produce, direct, we write, we
So
choreograph. Every move is planned. It looks untrained to the consumer. They're like, oh my God, no, we planned that move. From touching my nose to fucking grabbing my knee, everything is fucking, you already have it planned. And you're on your way. Like listen, when I started doing comedy, I knew I was going to end up a comedian. Nowhere in my life did I ever go, well, I'm going to direct now and put a little hat with a fucking thing and try to get financing. Come on, give me a break. But you, my friend, you're young. You got the world by the balls. You're doing it perfectly. Your nose ain't wide open. You know, you're not living in L.A. You're right here, taking your time, brewing, and waiting to throw that Italian bomb. You know what I'm saying? Just pull that grenade and fucking whip it. So
yeah, I mean, I tried the LA thing. It was all right, but I think that like I just really saw the the wide open road that was the internet. You know, like it's one of those things. I tried to get up at the Comedy Store, tried to do the Laugh Factory when I was living out there, and I noticed that it was all politics. It was all like this thing where you had to play their specific game, and I was just like, I've never done that, so like I just figured a different way to do it, you know. And I think I'm like an editor at heart. I love editing, and so I guess I just went with like what I was good at, you know. And then stand up actually came after that, but yeah, man, I definitely want to do a lot of shit. I think that might have held me back though, because I've always wanted to do too many things. Like I like making music. I like doing serious stuff. I like doing silly stuff. And it was kind of, I'd have a lot of generals back in the day with like agents or people, casting directors. Like, what do you want to do? What's the one thing? And I'd be like, I have no fucking idea. I can't pick one thing. I'm all over the place kind of. And so, yeah, I'm a little older than people might think I am, but I'm not, no, I'm not that old.
You look like you're 28 to me. So,
I can still play it off.
So that fucking works for me, you know?
Yeah, man.
But listen, man, this is a journey.
Oh, yeah. I've been enjoying it.
Anything can happen along the way. You pick up a little dough. Mom is happy. The baby's happy. But then you're allowed because of your freedom. We have so much fucking freedom in the daytime. You come up with whatever the fuck.
Dude, I was thinking about that today. I was like, man, because I'm always stressed about my career. Because, like, you know, it's not where I come from. Everybody's a cop, garbage man, something secure, right? With the pension benefits. And I got none of that shit. You know, I fucking pay $2,000 a month for health insurance and it's dog shit. I don't even have dental. So it's scary. But, like, I was playing with my son today with my wife in my living room. And I was like, man, it's fucking 9 in the morning. We're just playing around. Like, even if it wasn't, like, that financially rewarding, which it is, even if it wasn't, I'm like, I would trade this. Dave Chappelle once said when his dad asked him like when he wanted to be a comedian, and he was like, well, Dad, if I can make as much money as a teacher doing comedy, that sounds pretty good. So I was like, that's a great way to look at that. If I could make what my friends make working fucking not even a quarter, I don't even know what the hell compared. I don't know how many hours a year do I work. I have no idea. It's low. So like it's such a blessing. And yeah, like you said, man, it's a journey. And even in the dark times, you look back and it's like, fuck it, that was worth it because of XYZ, or you got an idea from it, you know. And like living a regular life is so important. When I lived in LA, man, it was so many like. My wife, she worked at this place in West Hollywood, and all of her friends wanted to be actors, directors, and stuff. And I never did shit. I never went out. I never got drunk. I only wrote. It's all I did, morning to night. I wrote constantly, and I would see them out. They're like, I want to direct, and I'd be like, then why the fuck are you here? Why are you here? Why are you hanging out here? You should be working on it. And I think in LA, it's easy to get like lost in. Everybody just up each other's ass and trying to like pretend they're doing something, rather than like, I like going to TJ Maxx with my wife. I'll hear some woman on Staten Island say something crazy. I'm like, oh, that's fucking hysterical. And it's real life that we all live, you know? Like we were in Target one time and this lady was arguing with her wife and the dad just goes, can you fucking shut the fuck up for 2 seconds? I was like, this is incredible. This is a real person. It was amazing. So like, yeah, man, yeah. It's hard, but it's the fucking greatest at the same time.
It's so weird how you can't get into any of the 3 clubs in Hollywood without your manager call.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's the main thing. Like your manager has to call, hi, you know, what up and such for Smith and Wallenda. We want to see if we get Lisa at a showcase or how it works, And that's what they want now. When I got to LA, you could just call the talent director and go, I want them to put me on the list. You have 2 references? Yeah, this guy and that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, you're on the list. I'll see you fucking 2 years. At least it worked. Now,
Oh, wow, really? It was like a waiting list?
oh, yeah. When I got to the Laugh Factory, I did the store the first night. I got in town like at 6, took a shower, went to Acapulco, all you could eat, and went right to the fucking store. And then the next morning I got up, it was Tuesday, and I went to the Laugh Factory and stood on line outside. You have to wait out there until what's-his-name brings you waters and shit. And I remember going in there, and he's like, I'm not going to showcase you, but call the receptionist in the morning and it was January of 97. My showcase was in October.
Wow. Holy shit.
Fucking October. And that was then. I don't even know what it would be like now.
Now that doesn't exist.
So now you have to go there, have like a recommendation.
Yeah.
Maybe your agent calls if you're with like one of the big 3 or the big 4, and then you get put in. That's where it's very political, I think. That somebody that's just a hustler, that's a fucking funny motherfucker, can't just call and go, hey man, give me a shot.
I saw when I went for the two things pissed me off. One being like, I guess, a New Yorker who was just like impatient. And the other thing was like, there's a potluck. They do that for the Comedy Store. You put your name in a hat. But then like the same 7 names are always on the list.
Right.
So it's like, well, that's not really random. And they also make you leave. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't leave. So it's like, you got to sign up at 5. They don't put out the list till 7:30. So if I'm like a bartender or a waitress or something, I have to now either leave twice or wait around for 2.5 hours or whatever it is, an hour and a half, and wait to see if I'm picked, where they could have a text message list. It could be like, I could run in, put my name in the hat, and then run back to work, continue my shift. And if I get a text like you were selected, then it's like, all right, I can leave. But like, it was just like a weird, like unnecessary thing. And I remember being like, I have all these jokes I want to do, but like, I could either do them maybe, I don't know, once every 6 months if they pick me, or I could just fucking say them to my phone and 20,000 people will see it. And that's kind of how I just like hustled that way, like I was constantly writing, but I was really writing bits that I would do at like open mics and shit. And then I would try to figure out a way, because other than that, I don't know how people would do it. Like you said, I don't know if you can have your manager call. I don't know if you can have your agent. I don't know how the hell it works.
Yeah,
now.
that's how the best way is to have somebody and then a comic from there, like Bill Burr or somebody like that. But It's funny. And I'm going to tell you something. Those 2 hours they make you wait are the fucking worst 2 hours of your life, because you're sitting around with mental health patients.
Exactly.
They're all mental health people, dog. Boom chakalaka, come up with a shopping cart, and he give you an old album he took out of the garbage. Dog, Sunday nights at the store, that's mental health bill. That's right there. Listen, I need mental health issues. Like my man said, if you're a comedian, a musician, you're always teetering on the mental health thing. The people who go to those open mics on Sunday, woo, there used to be a girl that used to go that every week changed her wig. And sometimes while she was there, she would change wigs. And I asked her, why do you change wigs? And she's like, it's whatever I feel. I was like, enough.
Because LA has the combination of crazy and also American Idol. So like here, it's just some guy outside of 7-Eleven like, yo, we get $1. There, it's, I'm going to be a star and I'm fucking crazy. So you'll see somebody like, I saw a guy riding a bicycle playing a tuba in LA. A homeless guy. One of the funniest things outside of Trader Joe's on Vine, I think. He was just playing a guitar with like a box asking for change, and there was one string on the guitar. He wasn't even playing it. He was just strumming it. Just a crazy fucking guy. So like, but now though, man, like at the Comedy Store too, like it's so like, I don't want to say corporate because that's a bad word. It
is corporate.
But like,
it's all become
so
corporate.
many people are there that it's like Disney World versus when you went, it was just like a comedy club.
It was a comedy.
Now
it was
it's
a
like
dirty comedy club run by the inmates.
Yes. Now it has like a clean.
From 97 to 2006 when I left, it was us. You went behind the bar. You fucking made a drink. I'd be on the outside line making long distance calls. It was fucking, it was like fucking, there was a guy who sold coke there. Everything was there for you, one-stop shopping. And then it got cleaned up. Even before I left, it was a great club, but there was still a little, because of so many lunatics were there at that time, there was still a little, now.
It was still a little dirty.
There was still a little dirty.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it's a very, you have to appease to a lot of different people.
Oh, yeah.
You have to, because if not, they feel like they're not part of it, and then they'll fucking call like somebody on you.
Yeah, yeah,
Today,
yeah.
we live in a world that if anybody doesn't get a chance, or they don't, and listen, when you're in that business, chances come few and far between. So, but these people put themselves in a bad position, then they go there and they expect something. And now, you know, it's like you asked me a question if I had gone to the Comedy Cellar. And I said, no, nothing against the Comedy Cellar. It's a great club. But A, I don't want to start over again. And B, it's a different type of club.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They have to make people happy, especially down there. I'm not here to make people happy. I'm here to make people laugh.
Oh, yeah.
So when you want to get a brick wall and some pot smoke and maybe a mouse to go by, you call me.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And put funny on stage, whether they're midgets, white, black, green, purple. I don't care what color they are, but they better be funny. Don't put them on because you feel I have to put these people on to make everybody, it's I don't know, what do they call that shit? They called it, they gave it to the African Americans years ago. What is it?
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action for comedy now. Now, well, wait a second. I can't put 4 funny guys now. I got to put a lesbian up front. I got to put a lesbian up front. I got to put a Chinese guy that's missing an eye, number 2, because
Got to look like a college textbook.
right, that the Disabilities Act, they're not there. I got to put a black guy. God forbid I don't put a Latino guy. John Leguizamo will be going off on the Instagram, right? You know, and that's what you have. I just want the 15 funniest people who called for tonight. When you go back to that format, call me. Call me.
It's also guys who are constantly there. People who don't go home and like live at the club, they also get good spots because they don't do anything else.
That was me. That was us. We all hung out at a fucking comedy club at one point. That was your life. What are you going to go home for? To watch a black and white TV so the neighbor, so the landlord knocks on your door and tell you the rent is due from 3 weeks ago? I'm not going home.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home when he goes to bed at 10 o'clock. Then I go home. But no, it's just, listen, you're always going to have your favorites. You're always going to have these things. And I could take that, but I'm not going to take that. I'm losing the spot because you got to put somebody in there to appease the audience. I'm not doing that. I don't want to be a part of that. I came up, if you're funny, you belong there. If you're not funny, go somewhere else. Go to Sea Caucus. Go to a mental institution. They'll fucking love you there. You know?
Yeah. Of course.
You know, I think that the cities have gotten very, what is that word?
Politically correct.
Politically correct.
Yeah.
You know, if you go anywhere under 20th Street, I'm going to get booed. First of all, I'm a fucking dinosaur. I don't belong at those clubs, those college clubs
I
anyway.
fucking love you, Joe. Come on.
But no, you don't. It's a young man's game. I'm going to go out there with white hair and missing tooth and try to be funny.
Yeah, but they love you. You know they love you.
Dog, these new kids don't love anybody. They love knock-knock jokes. You say fag. I can't. Well, how did they talk in your house? What did they all fucking just wear fucking slippers? And, that's what you have now. These kids, listen, dog, I have nieces. And they tell me, like, when I say fucking off-color shit, they make believe they don't hear because they love me. But that shit isn't even in their world anymore. It's not even in their fucking realm the way we spoke. You can't speak like this now anymore. These kids have a heart attack. Oh, they'll go, you remind me of my Uncle Louis. Then I'm in. My Uncle Louis spoke like that. He went to jail for 80 years. Then I'm in. But besides that, it's just...
I think I will push back a little bit. I think it depends. Like I go to New York Comedy Club all the time. I've been really happy with the audiences. Like I think people want comedy. I think that shit it's dying a little bit.
Yes, it is dying.
For sure. And I think that you would fucking crush, man. They because you're joking. I think that's been people are aware of that again. For some weird time between like 2015, obviously during like the crazy shit of like COVID, people started to believe the shit people were saying as if like it wasn't a joke. I'm good friends with Brian Holtzman, and Like, how could you not? This guy's just screaming just the craziest shit. How could you not realize he's the sweetest guy in the world? Like, how do you not know he's joking? And I think that people are like, I don't know, at least comedy fans for sure, man. If you look at all the top comedians, it's real comics. It's not many like corporate people who are like really appeasing the shit that you were talking about. Like, you know, Kill Tony's bigger than ever. And, you know, just, I don't know. Shane Gillis, like, is a great example of like people not giving a fuck anymore. And even SNL was like, we fucked up, you know, like maybe we were a little too hard on this kid, and he like has like an open door policy there. So
everybody fucked up when they got on that board, because you let me know you're fucking scared. And listen,
that's true. Of course,
trying to run a business, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I understand that, but you have to make a decision. You know, I still remember when did I start going to Utah?
Oh, love Utah.
Okay, that club is great. Is that the way you're talking about?
What are you talking about? You talking about Wise Guys?
Wise Guys, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that club.
Okay, let me tell you what happened at Wise Guys. In 1997, Doug Stanhope went to Wise Guys when they just had one club and the owner was struggling and he needed help. Doug Stanhope went to that town, and that's when he was on fire. Mm-hmm. And he went to that town and fucking buried him. He buried him so hard that they wrote letters to the Department of the Better Business Bureau and the fucking Utah's Commerce. Doug Stanhope had all the letters on his wall.
I thought you meant like he killed. No, he just went after them.
No, he destroyed the room. At that time, he was a killer.
Oh yeah.
When they robbed his car, and he still went on stage and won the San Francisco comedy competition and beat Dane Cook. Doug Stanhope was a fucking killer.
Wow.
When Doug Stanhope went on stage in 96, 7, 8, he wouldn't. One person would have a hard time following him. 3 people. He would destroy the improv. Oh my God. I would just go to watch his sets. Me and like 4 guys, because he would destroy those comics. They would leave there like the one night where there was a benefit for a burn victim, and he didn't know the burn victim was in the front row with a fucking sailor hat on. Oh my God. Doug went into him. They banned him for a month. This is fucking classic shit. I was in Boston with him, and there was a priest walking by, and he goes, "Father, where you going?" He goes, "I got to go to bed." He goes, No. I got a tit fuck joke that's going to knock your socks off. Dog, he was on fire back then. He went to fucking Utah and did one of those hours, and they wrote a bunch of fucking letters, and the guy was, what's his name, Nelson? What's the owner?
Is it Keith?
Keith
Yeah.
Keith Nelson. Kept sending them the letters, and he's like, never again will I have a R-rated comic out here. From 1997, finally in like 2012, I just fucking sent him a note. And I go, "Keith, how long we know each other?" Wow. He goes, "Pick up the phone." I call him up. I go, "Keith, when are you going to start putting fucking crazy people out there again?" He goes, "Well, you remember what happened?" I go, "That shit's done with. People want this, and you're running with these fucking ukulele players." That's when he used to have guitar acts and got the one-man band for New Year's. Come on, you're killing me. Just watching your schedule, I'm falling apart here. I'm falling apart. Let's take a chance. He goes, "I'll tell you what, you want to come? I'll give you a fucking door deal and a half, but you're not going to sell no tickets." I fucking sold that motherfucker out. And then he got greedy, and he put the other kid in there, and he bumped me to the little room, and the other kid sold 4 tickets. Then he was trying to get me back in the big room. I'm like, "Fuck you now." And he's like, "Stay Saturday." I'm like, "Fuck you." They showed up with pounds of weed. Utah! They showed up with pounds of weed. Some kid showed up with a bag of edibles to give everybody in the audience. It was insane. I was like, "I'm coming back here." And then he brought a towel.
Oh, wow.
He took a couple change. Like, I don't know. I go, bring a towel down there. And then he brought a towel. Then he brought the crazy lady. And now look at his schedule. He ain't got a fucking clean act in that bitch. He's got all the crazy people on that. And he opened up 3 other clubs.
Yeah.
He's got Vegas and something else. So who was right and who was fucking wrong? You ever go to Grand Rapids?
No, not yet.
Oh, wait till you get there. Oh, really? We have the most churches per capita. What are you talking about? I saw a bunch of black people selling crack on the corner. What church? They tell you. They're like, "Yeah, we got to be careful here. We got the most churches per capita. This is a church growing. We're not going to book you. And they booked Jay Leno for the Grand Rapids Comedy Festival. They sold 13 tickets. Bro, they paid him like $1 million. That motherfucker came back with 3 tickets or something. No Christians. So and they used to be booked by this guy he's booking Michigan, Ohio since I started. He had great clubs when I started. He wouldn't book me in them, but he had great clubs. Now his sons are running it, and they're like 2 fucking Mormons.
Yeah.
So I walk in and they're like giggling at me. And I'm like, what's up, Billy? You're not going to sell no tickets this weekend. Okay. And it was a 90% door deal, one of those things.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the tickets just kept, when they paid me on Saturday, I had tears in their eyes. They wouldn't even call my agent back. They were like, God damn it. I told you, there's a market for this.
Yeah.
But if you're scared, then, Portland, Oregon, they won't put a dirty act in there. That guy, his mother goes to the shows. So she watches the first show on, so you got to perform for his mother in the first row. And she hasn't laughed since 1922. She just stares at you. You're like, I'm done. I need this shit. What if I want to do a cock joke in front of him? Oh, I'll fire you.
Which way is it? Helium?
No.
Because helium's good.
Helium's great.
Yeah.
That's the only place I'll eat ranch dressing. They have spicy ranch on the tater
good fucking
tots.
food, you're right.
They do have
they have really good food. I forgot about
food.
that. That was hilarious.
This club was called Harvey's. It's still there. They paper the room. It's a nightmare. He's still living on he's probably got the guy with the tube on the bike there. He's another guy for New Year's, got like a 9-string band. This is comedy.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking comedy. Why do you have a one-man band? The guy with the...
Yeah. That's what they want to see, I guess. They like that hippie stuff.
Where's the first place you got on stage?
First place was in the Laughing Buddha in the city. It's an open mic.
Really?
Yeah. There was probably, I don't know. It was in 2014. There was probably 7 other comics in there. The open mics are just...
Was Grandpa still around when you started?
Nah, man. Nah, that's been closed for a while. That was a comedy club on Staten Island. That was... I don't even know when that closed. I was a kid when that cloosed. I wished. My first 10, 15 minutes was in this place. It's not there anymore either. What the fuck was it called? Oh, the Looney Bin. It was on Staten Island for a small time.
Oh my God. That was a comedy club chain? That was the chain?
No, it was next to a bowling alley. Pete Davidson also started there. It was a disaster. I don't think it's there anymore. Staten Island's not really a place you want to start doing comedy. So anywhere. I would do really anywhere in Manhattan. I did Broadway, random ass places, bars, anywhere that I could go really. But my first was in Laughing Buddha, which isn't there anymore.
Yeah, well, it's a group now.
Really?
They do. Oh, I do their shows. I'm doing.
Where it was the one by the cellar? What was the?
Oh well, I mean, if it's the same group, they do open mics at every club. I'm doing a show at the Stand on the 28th that they're running.
Oh yeah, but they had their own location.
Oh, they had their own location. I don't think they have that anymore, but they have a group of shows that they run all the time.
It was great, man. It was really awesome. It was very helpful. I mean, I don't know where else. Open mics are tough because it's just a bunch of comics who are just not paying attention to you because they're nervous about going on. So I was always thinking I wonder how I'll even know if these are funny if no one's even paying. You got a random. Well, that's it.
That's you're killing it at open mic.
Yeah.
That and I got the best advice I got from open mics was we have a friend named Johnny Rock, and he said you can't go expecting any sort of feedback. Because sometimes if you kill at an open mic, it's bad. Sometimes if you go at an open mic and everyone thinks they're Doug Stanhope and they're all the comics are laughing, that's never going to work at the Improv or whatever.
True, very true.
So the open mics, it's you were talking about open mics. There was an open mic last night at Side Splitters after my show. This 80-year-old dude, it looked like someone took a bite out of his nose. He had a bloody Band-Aid on his nose and had 2 teeth in his mouth and was just talking to me about all the foursomes and fivesomes he had when he was in his 30s. There are people it doesn't matter what city you're in. Open mics. I did an open mic here where the Naked Cowboy in Times Square?
Yeah.
There's the Naked Cowgirl, but she's about 70 years old and took her tits out at an open mic. Oof. And it was one of the it's insanity.
Can't really do that on the Tonight Show.
No, you can't.
Like I said, mental health.
Yep.
There's a thin line.
Oh, yeah.
And listen, I enjoy open mics, But in today's world, you have to do a background check. Like you have to have like a fucking thing at the door. Hold on, put your fingerprint in here. Let me check your wrist for bracelets or slashes. Because they're fucking crazy, man. And listen, that's what makes you funny.
Oh, yeah.
You know, being a little off your looper. I mean, I don't do what I do because I'm fucking normal. I do what I do because there's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Something was wrong with the wiring. So a little bit of crazy is good, but that there's one level that's past that you're like,
100%.
this is not. And that's why open mics are brutal. Listen, man, I went to an open mic last week in Freehold at a hotel. It's like a glamour flight open mic. They have a headliner and the first 8 guys, you know, they were funny. They all have a chance. You know, I'm not there. I'm not Kill Tony. But I was like, I don't miss these days at all. Like this shit, doing 3 of these a night and getting tortured. I don't miss these at all. I would go back. I'd get so... Listen, I was a coke fiend when I was starting doing comedy, but it didn't matter because I get so depressed. I needed to snort coke. I needed it. I was how long is this going to last? How am I going to ever move forward?
It's kind of amazing thinking that people keep going, right? For how long it's like that for? Isn't that fucking like crazy? That
Well, here's the deal, Eric. It's that long for as long as you let it be that long. Okay? It's that long for as long as you let it. One day you have to make the decision, go, you know what? I'm not doing these no more. But I also came up at a different time. I came up at a time where George, me, you, and Lee, we did comedy. We're all about the same range, 5, 6, 7 years. But guess what? You got a room on Tuesdays, and he gives you a $400 budget. He's got a room on Mondays that gives him a $250 budget. I got a room that gives me $500 every other Thursday, and he's got a room on Wednesdays. And it was more of that. When I went back, I started comedy. I won a contest, and I got the house MC job, and that helped. So I didn't have to go to the open mic in Denver at the Comedy Works. I would just do that on Tuesdays. Then I left, and I came here. Holy shit. Holy shit. That was brutal. I had to sell tickets for the comic strip. I had to there was no barking in those days. They would give you 40 tickets, you sold 20 and you kept the money, whatever. I sold all of them and didn't give nothing to the comic strip. I blew off my fucking audition. Fuck you. You got me out here selling tickets like a pimp. And everybody you had to bring 4 people.
Yeah.
8 people, 6 people. I would do it every once in a while, but I didn't have no people. You can't keep bothering your people to come.
I know. Seriously, how many are they going to come to?
You know, how many shows are they going to come to, and they put you on 11:40. These people got to stay out till 11:40. They got kids and shit.
Yeah.
Just 10 more minutes and I'll be up. If you leave, they won't put me out. Come on, man. So when I went back to Denver, I was very lucky because the people I hung out with each had a room. So you never, ever ended up, and even the open mics that they had, they always hired a headliner to give it, you know, so the guy does 40, 2 guys perform, done 15, and everybody else does 10, then 3 open micers do 5, you know? Give the show some balance. So I was very fortunate there. So I left those things in 93. I never did one of those things ever again. And then I had another scam. When I would do the contest to invite my friends, I would get drugs, and they would call me for the drugs, and they'd say, no, you got to come to the comedy show.
Oh, my God. That's brilliant.
Oh, my God.
That's fucking brilliant.
And they would get pissed the fuck off. They would give me the $50 for the half gram and go, that's 20 for the ticket. No. No, there ain't no 20 there for the ticket. That's completely different. You just got to come down here because there's no cops in here. And they would go, what are you talking about? The feds are watching me, dog. I'm telling you. And they would fucking buy into
I love
it.
that.
But if you come in here, this is a certified hotel. They won't come in here.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's how I won the contest. Come on down. You want Xanax? Come on down. I'll sell you all the Xanax you got. What time? 6:30? No. 8:30 at the broker.
Yeah.
Why the broker? I got my reasons. The connection's there. Yeah. Noriega's on the 8th floor.
And if you don't laugh, you're not getting the drugs.
Yeah, you don't get the drugs.
I was gonna say, are they a good audience? All like just fiending for
Tremendous.
them? Yeah.
Give me a bunch of junkies that want to laugh. All I got to say is fucking coke. Ah! I was killing it. That's how I won that contest. I just had my friends there. Fucking, I ain't funny. That's American ingenuity, right?
Yeah, bro, that's fucking amazing. I mean, barking is crazy.
That's crazy.
I never had to do that. You like it?
And here's the I haven't done it in the city. There's a club in Saratoga, New York that they don't do the show unless there's like 9 people. So I had to do it a bunch for that. And for like an hour, it's fun. I have a bunch of friends who do it like on a nightly basis for clubs. I actually kind of, but see, like for someone at my level, it's like one of the few ways you can actually get into places. So I'm actually thinking about doing it. But I do like it because it's like kind of like crowd work in real life.
True.
You get to tease people.
Yeah.
Wait till you get beat up. You don't want to fucking bark. All right?
No one's. I don't want to do shit, but I got to do something.
No, you don't want to be barking at people. Like, hey, come into the. That's like. I mean, when I started, people go to the mall, sell tickets. What? Like you land. I go to Wyoming, and they go, yeah, there's 10 tickets. Go to the mall, talk to girls, and sell tickets. I'm not doing that. All right, that's not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fine line between like
what you're gonna do, and after a while, you just lose your pride, and then that's
for sure. No, for sure.
They take you as a sucker, so you gotta start saying no.
Yeah, and I think that like
beginning.
There are some like purists out there, I think, that believe like, well, that's just what you have to do for comedy, and I disagree with like a lot of them, especially because I came up in a time where the impact of the internet was just too goddamn strong, you know. Like I always saw that as just like if I can get you to come because you like something, if I suck as a stand-up, that you'll find out immediately. Like I think it's almost kind of hard, not harder, but like, you know, in the NBA now, a 7-footer shoots a fucking 3-pointer. Like that didn't happen when I was growing up.
No,
it didn't happen. Pitchers didn't throw 103 miles an hour when I was growing up. Now you have to like, I feel like you almost have to be better, quicker, because, or if you do have a good following online, because they're gonna come like, oh, that guy sucks, he's just funny on Instagram, you know. But if you can capitalize off that, and if you have the chops, and if you have like the background, it can speed the process up. What used to take 10 years, it could take a year. You know, as long as you're getting up as much as you possibly can, and like and writing the jokes. But I feel like there's a lot of people, I think, who get famous off of like shit, like a skit or a TikTok or something, and then they start doing stand-up. It doesn't translate.
It doesn't translate.
No, it's a completely different thing. You have to already be doing that. But I think like do you post stand-up clips?
A little bit. It's something that I haven't. I struggle a lot with if it's not perfect, I don't post it.
Yeah, that's a bad attitude to have.
It's never terrible.
It's never gonna be perfect. No clip I've ever posted I thought was good.
None.
Yeah, I'm always like, I wish I would have said this differently. Because when I'm editing it in my house, of course I can make it perfect. Right. But like, you know, somebody fucking stood up in front of the camera in the wrong time, and somebody coughed or whatever, you know. But I think just throw shit out there.
I have 2 up there, and I need to have more, and I'm gonna start. I need to do a lot more. It's my biggest weakness right now.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the internet, listen. Yeah. The internet saved you from this. You ever go somewhere and you see somebody posted a sign, you know, party Friday night at 8 o'clock, be there or be square. And you're like, who puts a flyer on a car when I could buy an ad on
yeah.
Hit one button. I love what the internet did for comedy, because I'll tell you what, without the internet, I wouldn't be in this chair right now.
Oh, dude.
Okay, I would not have been anywhere. But I tell you what, it wasn't just the internet. It was the 20 years experience.
Of course.
So they all met at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they all met at the same time. This was strong. This was strong. You know, I don't know if anybody's watched it. I don't know if you even like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I mean,
they're on Netflix now. That documentary I was talking about is on Netflix. Watch it. It shows 4 fucking guys that just were lurking around, and they just got together. And the rest was fucking history. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is sometimes. People don't understand. It's like I was really upset when I did The Longest Yard, like 2 years. I'm like, I didn't get shit. Everybody else got something. Fucking the guy got Everybody Loves Raymond. This guy got that. Fucking, I didn't get anything. And then the producer said to me, he goes, all that shit grows in cultures. Okay, nobody's watching that right now. But someday you're going to have an HBO special. And then people are going to go, what else has he been in? Bam. Oh, well, you did Mad TV in 2001 when nobody knew you were. Bam.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all that shit, just so you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, definitely, dude. 100%.
You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You could do a fucking movie with De Niro and Pacino, count the money, call your cousin in Staten Island and tell him I'm buying a house on Tot Hill. You know what I'm saying? I'm slinging dick, get some Asians. It's over. And that movie don't do dick. I just watched Alto Nights. Did you watch it yet?
No.
De Niro, Alto Nights. Not bad, but they expected De Niro to win an Oscar. And the movie did $3 at the movie theater. And that happens. That fucking happens where you're like, oh, when this movie comes out, bitches, they'll be sticky, you know.
Yeah.
And the movie does $3. And now what? You fucking have to sit in your house with the shades drawn for a year.
Nah, totally.
You know, you have to sit in the house. So it's not, even if an achievement is bad, it's going to come back later. And they'll come back in a positive way because somebody always go, you can't blame Eric. He was just early then. That was 20 years, Eric. You can't blame him for that bad movie. No, you're not going to blame me for a bad movie. But you know what I'm saying now.
100%.
Everything has to meet. As far as the internet today, man, you're absolutely right, Eric, and you're very good at it. You're very good at it. I know if you have good ticket sales. You've built that, though, also.
Dude, I've been doing this a lot longer than people think.
You got to build those videos.
It's
the
been a long
with video,
time.
here's the difference between you and what's going on in L.A. You ready? These fucking idiots. They go to NYU, film. And then they go out, they're going to go work in their father's company for a year. But they tell dad, no, just give me 1 year in LA. I want to go out and join Groundlings or whatever the fuck you join.
Yeah.
Because their junior year, they started watching Saturday Night Live. And this is what happened in 2008, 9, because I was a victim of that. So that's why I know. You get lucky in life. Back in 2008 and 9, if you shot a video and if it got 500,000 fucking views, you got a call from YouTube. Like YouTube would send you an email, and then they used to have trending videos and all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And those Joey Karates used to rock and roll. So people started calling me in for meetings and going, can you make more of those videos? And I'm like, yeah. Can you make them for us? Yeah, we'll give you 10 grand. Give me the 10 grand. And then they'd forget. They never even contact you for the videos. You have no idea.
Holy shit.
But what was happening with these kids these Saturday Night Live kids were getting a video, it would do 1 million downloads. They get to LA, they meet with everybody, and they get money and make more. Dog, when you step on shit, you step on shit.
Oh, yeah.
Just shut your fucking mouth.
100%.
Because now you got everybody watching you for that next video, and that next video is going to suck dick. It's going to be a fucking
So
disaster.
true, yeah.
It's going to take another 100 shoots for you to get another fucking video. And then you just quit. You go, I can't make a hit no more. I'm getting 300 a video. And that's the fucking problem with videos. But you've done that. And even Vic. Like after a while, you have to know when to place your videos. Because now you just become annoying. Now I'm going to turn on, all right, what's he going to have for me today? Like when I wake up every morning, I look at Gabby For You. That's a girl from Miami that swims in a bikini, and she does bikini fucking modeling and shit
I can't
in the
compare to
morning.
that.
She's just a cute girl. She's not doing a rated X or nothing. But I like her because she's up early. She drinks orange juice. She's always positive and shit.
That's a pretty
I'm telling
that's a
you,
low bar.
She's
Joe.
always out there doing something at 7:30 in the morning. Whether it's jogging, she's lifting weights. And I'm like, look at fucking Gabby For You today. If Gabby For You could do it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
fuck yeah.
There's always somebody who motivates you.
Yeah.
So maybe make exercise videos, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what I look at. I always look at Gabby For You, and then second, what the Siamese family's doing. The two little Siamese twins, they grew up in front of me. Now I play with them on the screen when I get high in the morning with my little gato.
He's looking around. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. There's two Siamese lovers.
Twins?
They're Siamese lovers. It's a page. There's
Were they
two-
connected?
No, they're just Siamese cats. You fuck.
Oh, cats.
Two
Jesus,
little evil
what-
fucks. And then there's another one. Then there's another lady that does Bruno. When she adopted Bruno the cat, Bruno was scratching her and killing her and shit. They had to come get him and put him like in a straitjacket, Bruno. But over the years, Bruno has matured into a beautiful little cat.
How much of your Instagram is just cats?
Huh?
Do you just see a lot of cats on it? I've never
I
heard of any
just
of these
go
people.
for. I don't want to see none of your shit. On it. I don't want to see one more stand-up sketch. I don't want to see nothing. I just want to see cats, Anybody who inspired Bruce Lee, I follow Bruce Lee on there. Every day he drops something on you, even though he's been dead for 50 years.
I was gonna say, we talking about the
Every
same
day
Bruce Lee?
Lee drops something on you. Life, his breath, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy how like there's literally everything at all times.
Everything.
I was talking to my wife about that with something. I'm like, how did we trade? Because they always said like movies are like not as popular as they were, and it's like, how did we trade? You know, movies like Superbad for power washing a driveway. Like that's literally what people will watch sometimes. Like, and I guess I don't know. I guess we are just monkeys at the end of the day.
I'm not gonna watch fucking political shit.
Oh no,
I don't want to hear about racism and how Julio wasn't allowed in the fucking banjo store. That's not for me, man. I just want to see cats. That's it. I just want to see cats. If you got a dog, hang out with a dog too.
Yeah.
I got nothing against dogs. I follow a friend of mine who's got a German Shepherd, but then I got to see his ugly face, and I don't want to put up with him.
Yeah.
His ugly family. But the German Shepherd's beautiful.
That's why I think it's thank God that like at the end of the day, like if I'm feeling like shit sometimes, or if I like, because posting is also like, it's incredibly relentless, but like that's when I feel good about going to do a spot and I'm like, fuck yeah, there's a new bit working. I didn't really have it together this like a week ago. Now I found a way to unlock it, and like it feels good to have like a viable, real skill. Because it does feel like anybody can do internet videos now. Like you said, a fucking cat, right?
Anybody could do it.
It's like, how the hell am I supposed to? Yeah, sometimes like you put in all this work. A good friend of mine will do an incredible skit, and like they wrote it, they shot it, and nobody gives a fuck. And then something filmed with a fucking baked potato gets 50 million views because it was something silly that happened at the gym or whatever. So it's like, it's kind of hard. That feels so good to be able to like actually go, and because stand-up is still difficult to do. There's never going to be a way that's going to make it like, oh, anybody can do this. That's never going to happen. Where like AI it's coming for all entertainment. It's coming for fucking everything, but it can't replace in-person real connections, which stand-up. I mean, the other night there was a packed show. I showed up. I was hoping that like, I did like 15 minutes, and it was a packed show. It was so much fucking fun, and it makes up for all the shitty ones you had during that week, right? And it was just like, man, this is what I'm talking about. People are just, there's an energy to that, and it's just the fucking greatest, man. Like, so I think that's like you always say, everything always comes around. I've been doing this shit for a long time, man, and like you also like, Louis C.K. had something great about this. He said like, when you shave enough of yourself down to fit the algorithm, you're not really making it for anybody anymore.
No,
you're making it for an algorithm.
You're making it for an algorithm.
Yeah, you're not making it for people. And I think that's always like...
Well, that's what happens in L.A. You're a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're a funny motherfucker. You get to L.A. because I've seen this happen. And all of a sudden your agent pulls you aside, a guy who has no idea about anything, and tells you that you're not going to sell a TV show with that material.
Yeah.
That you got to write material for your TV show. And you just killed yourself.
Yeah.
You just killed yourself. You're like, well, now you got to write these Mickey Mouse jokes that are definitely against your fucking will. That's why to be really funny, you have to tap into yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to say something that's sometimes going to be rubbish, but it's your truth. Stand-up is your truth.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's your truth. And it's not people going, well, if you... Like, that's why I hate politics and stand-up. I hate it because in today's market, there's nothing you could say. I'm not political. I'm a felon. So I'm never going to drop no political jargon on you. But at the same time, I see people, no matter what way they go, you're going to be hated,
Oh, yeah.
It's no matter what. So shut your fucking mouth. Even if you bring Trump up as a joke, somebody's going to... I've seen people get fucking furious and leave shows.
Yeah.
Leave shows over political shit. Like I said, they said your mother has a wooden leg, something stupid, but no. They just, I don't want to hear it. And that's what sucks. That I never really, that's why I love the Comedy Store, because I always said what was in my heart.
Oh,
I didn't give a fuck. And the Laugh Factory didn't want to hear it, fine. You go there and you want to see people jump up and down and be cute, that's good. The Improv, I would go there and always light them up, because it's not that type of club. So when you go off a little bit, I would go off knowing they weren't going to like me. So if you're not going to like me, here, take this.
Yeah.
Take this, motherfucker. And then they would end up liking you because it's your attitude.
Yeah.
They don't. It's all your attitude. They don't like it. I know you're not gonna like me. I know you guys like Zach Galifianakis, who I got nothing against. He's a great guy, but I'm not doing what he's doing. He's clean. He's crazy. And you go in there and drop your knowledge, however the fuck you got to drop it, and they'll go along if they know you're real.
Yeah.
If you're up there with your cocktail, sipping and trying to be cool, they're like, fuck this punk.
Oh, dude.
Fuck this punk.
Yeah. I learned a lesson like that in Austin. I moved to Austin after LA, and that's when I was really into stand-up. And that was before Rogan opened the mothership. So we were doing a lot of shows. Did you go to the Vulcan at all?
No, never.
Yeah, but you know they were doing it there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a music venue. It's not really made for comedy. And like, dude, I would do the Death Squads with Red Band, and dude, they hated my guts. I had my man bun and my fucking tight jeans. They were like, they were ready to throw fucking chairs at me. They hated me so much. I'd go home and I'd be so depressed. I'm like, how the fuck can I just get better at this? And like, I need to like change what I'm doing or whatever. And I think once I got on stage and I just tried to be who I was, they would get on board because I wasn't trying to like win them over from this superficial kind of way. It was more of just like, you got like, I would go like, I know you guys aren't gonna like me. I know you think I look gay. I know yada yada yada. And like they would be like, all right, I fuck with that. Like Jim Brewer taught me that actually when I opened for him once. But yeah, as long as you, there is this weird energy that took me a while to start shows that weren't mine, where I'd be like, the first 20 seconds, how you got on stage is really fucking important.
Very important.
Yeah, like how you take the mic stand. I take the mic out of the stand. How you introduce yourself.
Very important.
Yeah.
It's the whole kit and caboodle.
It's crazy. You could start off real shitty, and then no matter how good your material is, like, fuck this guy.
The walk, the way you pick up that mic.
Right?
You know, the way you talk to the MC, everything is so crucial, and you got to be real.
Yeah.
Like these guys that come out giggling and with a drink, and they're like,
I know.
And they hug the MC, and I love you so much. You know, fuck you. Fuck you. Go out there, keep it going for Lee, and just open ass. Just go. Because then they'll go, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This guy didn't even, that's what I learned at the open mic last week. Because you always learn something at an open mic. And not that I learned something, but I remembered how you went up early on. Your first line was so rehearsed. Something happened to me the other day on the way to the store. Now, Nick, if I walk into your house, I'm not going to walk in, slam the door, and go, something happened to me on the way to Hudson County Park the other day. No. I'm going to walk in your house and go, what's up, motherfucker? What's for breakfast, right? What's for dinner? What's going on here? Get that fucking dog away from me. That's how people walk in a house. They don't walk in a house like, man, you know, I went across the street and I got a piece of corn and I noticed that. And I never had that because I watched the Young Comedian special with Lenny Clark. And if you watch that special, he says one of the funniest things ever. He comes out from the jump and he goes, how you guys doing? Something funny happened to me. No, he goes, something funny happened to me today. But in reality, nothing no. Most comics come out and say, something funny happened to me today, but nothing fucking funny happened with me. And he just grabbed you. I got home at 6 a.m. My wife was yelling. I had some girlfriend, and he just going, and you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? And you're like,
and he's
shit.
already fucking in it.
Holy
wow, yeah.
fuck. Okay.
Wow.
That's the way to fucking come out and do it.
Damn.
That's the way to do it. Lee, can you find that clip up there?
Of Nick has it. Of what? Lenny Clark on the Young Comedian special?
Young Comedian special. Lenny, Lenny Clark, Carak.
Yep.
C.
Young Comedian special.
He just did the mothership.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dude, he still does comedy like every weekend in Boston.
Yeah. He's the real fucking deal.
1988?
Yeah.
Nick,
damn, man, I wish I was around for fucking
the remote's next to you.
I wasn't around for this either, but this is what I rented when I got into comedy. Before I got on stage, this is what I used to rent. These Young Comedian specials. Who's this ugly person?
I like Boston to see it too. I give this such great people, Boston. People like Paul Revere, John Hancock, the Boston Strangler. And Lenny Clark. Let's make him happy. Okay, Lenny, go ahead.
And I also wore a suit because of him, but that didn't work.
Thank you very, very much. How's everyone doing? Y'all have a good day? Yeah, my day sucked too. It's okay. I'm not like a lot of these guys you see on TV. Hi, hello, how are you? What a nice looking crowd. Funny thing happened to me today. Nothing fucking funny happened to me today.
Boom. Right there.
7 o'clock this morning. I get in around 6:55, so I'm fighting for sleep. I'm like, wife comes bouncing into the bed, says, "Come on, Lenny, it's nice. Let's go out and play." Because she likes that. She's young. She's 15.
See, so you can say shit like
Well,
that.
when I said, "Honey,"
You can't say this shit today.
she said,
Kill it, kill it.
I said, "Want to have a couple of beers?"
But that's an opening.
Yeah, no, that's great, man.
That's an opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking,
Yep.
you know, I even put the suit on after him. I went out, I borrowed money, I bought a suit, and I bombed even harder. So I stopped wearing the suits. Because that's all it is the first 3 or 4 years. It's experimentation. Don't gonna work for you. And when you bomb a lot, then you start shaving your hairdo. Then you get like a phony fucking mustache. And you're like, this ain't gonna work. It's just not fun. I get all the costumes I want.
Yeah, I tried changing the hair. I'm still fucking crazy. Nothing's working.
And he's a star. I'm not saying anything against him, but like, do you think any of it had to do with like Rodney was there? And like Rodney's crowd gets it. Rodney's crowd would be okay with it.
No.
No, you think that would have got the same response anywhere?
Anywhere.
Okay.
He came out and he said, most guys come out and say, I had a great day, blah, 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 blah. Nothing fucking funny happened to me today. Just that stupid line.
That also is, I always, if you could take the curse word out and the joke isn't as funny, I understand when comedians say that, like when you need the curse, but that was a perfectly placed fuck because you thought he was like this, white bread guy, and that was his way of telling you I have an edge. He looks like Danny Tanner, but he fucking talks like a real guy.
He's buck wild.
Yeah, I like that a lot because it was like he came like, hey, you guys are like a nice audience, and I was like, fuck you guys. It was like a nice term. I think that's why that worked for him too, because it was telling people that he was real.
And just watching that stayed with me.
Yeah.
For 28 years. I was like, well, why am I gonna come out? Hi, had a ride here. Fuck no.
Yeah.
You take that Superman cape on and you fucking go out there and jump on them. It's like anything else. When was the last time you saw a fight? That fucking black guy comes out and throws 55 punches at you for 2 minutes straight. That's tough to recover from, even if he connects or he doesn't. Yeah. You just got 55 punches thrown at you. Whether he got you in the face or got you in the stomach, doesn't matter. You just locked up.
Oh, that's a pretty good analogy.
But he still got your attention.
Yeah.
You got my fucking attention now. And even if the first 55 jokes don't work, well, you got 3 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? You fucking got 3 minutes to bail out. But I love it. I love the mechanics of it. I love how you fucking, like now I'm trying to write. It is the worst, Eric. Eric, the worst. I am going through the worst writer's block.
Yeah, you hate it?
And I write, I get ideas, I break it down, and all that shit is going against my core. This is what I'm starting to think, and I'm thinking too much into it.
Oh,
just
hell
do what
yeah.
you did for years. Put music on, smoke pot, and see what life brings you. That's it, and take a ride. But now I'm thinking too much. Like, I'm breaking it down like fucking Gene Perret. You ever get one of his books? Gene Perret's comedy writing. He used to write for, like, Lucille Ball. So these ideas of 1965, you're like,
You ever just do like a stream of consciousness? It does like just write.
Yes.
Not even trying to be funny.
When I get up in the morning.
Yeah, that's good.
What I do. I just let it go. And then you look at it after the shower and you're like, I got problems.
Yeah. What the fuck was this?
Fuck. What the fuck is this? I spelled house wrong.
Yeah.
Because you're just writing. You're just dumping.
Yeah.
But then I like to write in the afternoon and then think about it on this ride up. And then tonight when I go home, everybody's asleep. So I go downstairs, I smoke my pot, I put my sandals on, and I could fucking tap out on that. And then the next morning, I look at it. If there's something I like, I keep it. If there's something I don't like, I get rid of it. I get high in the morning and see if it makes me giggle. If it passes the giggle test, then it stays. I like to fucking break down when when you got that joke, when you start laughing like a fucking fag by yourself, and your wife has to come in and go, what the fuck are you laughing about? And you're like, you're not going to believe it. Those things.
My wife, I love coming out of my office. And I'll say something. She'll be like, I don't really get it. And I'm like, you don't fucking know anything. I always talk about
That's the worst when they shoot you down.
Of
That's
course,
why you don't say nothing.
my wife's always.
Go shut your fucking
My
mouth.
wife's always like, I don't get it. I'm like, I'm never fucking saying anything to you again.
I don't get it. No, you're not gonna get it. You're a fucking housewife watching fucking. You're over here entertained with this fucking limey show.
I just interrupted her from making fucking eggs. Of course, I'm gonna laugh.
No,
do you write on stage ever?
Oh, 90%.
Yeah, that's where most of your good shit comes, right? Yeah.
90%.
What is that about? I don't get it. Like, there'll be a bit.
You know what
I'll
it's
do
about?
for
You got a
years.
gun to your fucking head. You do your best work. You know, you go out there and there's 400 sets of eyeballs looking at you, and they're like this up in the front, and you're like,
yeah,
there's
so
no
true.
time to freeze up.
Yeah.
That's the best way to fucking write, with a gun to your head.
End
the story.
I was doing this bit. I was practicing it, like rehearsing, seeing how I was going to say it perfectly. Did it a couple of times, and then randomly, I did it over the weekend, and I had a tag that I was like, "Where the fuck did that come from?" You know, like I sat there with the material, and this didn't come to me. But in the moment, that always happens to me. Like I can try, but you have to. Right? It's one of those things that you had. I don't know, or they bring it out of you, or you get into a flow state.
You get into a flow
or whatever.
It's
like when
fucking
you're
wild.
Yeah,
I did one of Ari's things, the one with the nun. I did a thing about a story that I beat up a nun in the fourth grade and stuff. A couple of weeks ago, I was just stuck for material, and I put it on, and I kept it low. I didn't watch, but I listened as I wrote, just to see if something came out. I listened to it, and I fucking go, I gotta listen to this again. 5 or 6 things I came up with that night on stage.
wow.
I didn't even have them. I wrote the blueprint to it before I left the house, but I didn't really tag it. I just wrote the story out and said, let God put whatever he feels.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out. And that's exactly what I did.
Yep.
And when I watched, one of the funniest things I said on that came up that night. Like I did not think that out at all.
Yeah.
But when you have 100 eyeballs looking at you, shit.
Yeah, that's so funny. I hate to be like too like weird or like hippy dippy, but like there is an energy that like you tap into when there's
So
that
you
many.
make better love when she's not staring at you than when they're just looking at you in the bottom. Like, what are you doing? You try to like fucking look around because you're a wild man, right? You ever get looked at when you're making love? It ain't good. It ain't good, right?
Derek posted as a great joke. He said he was having sex with his wife, and in the middle she scratched her face. She's looking at him. She's just like in the middle of it.
What the fuck are you doing scratching your face and shit? But it's really weird. I think that's when that's what I think is going on with me. I just got a block, and I'm trying to write differently. Like I'm trying to write like,
Yeah, I think it's too much.
John Mulaney.
Oh,
And
God.
that's not going to fucking work for me. I'm no John Mulaney. You know what I'm saying? So
I was doing cocaine the other day, and
oh my God. When I found out that motherfucker did coke and cheat on his wife, I'm like, oh, that dude's crazy.
maybe I am. He was like,
That's
maybe
a
I am
white,
John Mulaney.
crazy motherfucker, because he looks like the nicest Catholic kid
Right? Yeah.
in America.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think he got plastic surgery though.
that's okay. He's good looking as fuck.
No, I'm just saying it's funny that like that kind of guy. He looks like he wouldn't be into that, right? I don't know. Looks like an
He's into
accountant.
coke and cheating. Who knew? I thought he was like a nice kid that went to church on Sundays, hung out with nice white people, and they went to museums and looked at ducks.
I think
You know.
I think they do coke too, though. I think people who like ducks do coke
God,
too.
when I found out he did coke, I was like, Jesus Christ. These stand-ups have no shame.
Yeah, man.
No shame in their fucking game. Where are you at this weekend, Eric?
I have I'm June 28th. I'm at Westbury Music Fair in Westbury, New York, in Long Island. It's a big place, and then AC. After that, I have some time off. I have a new baby, so I'm trying to be home.
How old is the
a little
baby?
more. He's 10 months old.
What's his
Yesterday.
name?
I haven't told anybody his name.
Okay.
I could tell you.
What do you call him?
I call him Zozie
Okay.
because his name is Enzo.
Okay.
But
Good.
yeah,
Good for you.
but yeah, I don't know. I'm just weird about like. I mean, nobody knows. I'm not fucking famous, but like a lot of people on Staten Island know who I am, and I don't want them to like know his face or his name or anything.
You missed Staten Island?
I live there now. Yeah.
Oh, you went back?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna end up there. We're renting a place, but we'll see. My wife wants to go to Jersey. She wants land. She thinks she's gonna be a farmer or something. I don't know what the fuck she's doing with all this land. But so we'll see. So I I got past at the Comedy Cellar.
Okay.
Then I was like, I got to move back to New York, and then I did it because I was like, we'll test out Staten Island. I don't know if we can go back to be that close to my family. I was like, because we lived in LA, then we lived in Austin, and we loved our freedom. And then when I moved back, we were married for a year, so she wasn't going to wait any longer. She's like, we have to have a child. So when I'm glad we're there, because like when I like you mentioned Comedy Works, I was in Denver like 2 months ago, and then I went to like Salt Lake and I did Vegas, and I was gone for like 6 days. And it was great. She got to go for walks with my sister and my nieces, and she could hang out with her mom. Whereas if she was in Austin, she would have just been alone. So
With
like
a homeless person.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, you know, I still love Staten Island. I know that it has a bad reputation, but I'm from there, so I see it differently. It's like the uncle that molested you. It's like, but he's still my uncle. You know, at the end of the day. So
I'm from Jersey.
Yeah.
And I still love it.
Yeah, no,
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I still love it. I had a choice to move anywhere when I left LA.
Mm-hmm.
I could have moved anywhere, and I was like, it's time to go back home.
Oh, dude.
Like, I want my daughter to experience this. I want her to see the shit. She's not going to do what I did, mugging people and fucking around North Bergen, but I want her to see what we saw growing up. You know, I'm real close to the city there. You could throw a fucking rock.
Yeah.
So
Don't you feel, too, that, like, when you, I don't know, when people who... I don't want to judge anyone, but like when you'd meet people who are from the middle of fucking nowhere, and they like their whole personality is how much they hate their hometown. I don't know. I feel bad for them, but like I feel like it's a privilege to not despise where you're from. Now I understand if you're gay or if you're in a interracial relationship and you're from somewhere super like oppressive. I understand that and never wanting to go back. But like it's become like a thing to like hate where you're from. And I think that it's more normal to like, I loved my childhood. I loved growing up there. I loved how Staten Island you had to be street smart. You had to be tough. You couldn't be a pussy. People would smell that out of you, and you would fucking get, you know, I grew up fighting, and it teaches you real lessons. And I don't hate it the way that like you're supposed to. I think people are like, what the fuck you still doing there? It's like, well, I grew up there. Everything I know is there. I love the food there. And you know, I don't know. I think that that's more normal. Like I had friends in LA that never went home for Christmas or anything. It was like, I kind of felt bad for
I
them.
didn't go home, but I had nowhere to go. I got no parents. So it's either my family or my wife's family in Tennessee. And no, that's not happening for Christmas.
You in Tennessee would be pretty
That's
fun.
not happening for Christmas. Listen, man, I don't agree with a lot of views that people in North Bergen have. I don't.
Of course.
But it's who made me. The reason why I got on stage, the reason why I didn't take shit from people out there was because what I learned out in those fucking streets. So I could never hate it. I love the East Coast. I mean, Manhattan's a little fucking weird now. You know, it's not my favorite place. Like, it's never going to be the same as it was in the 80s and the 70s.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And this over here, like this side, this North Jersey, this is my world. I love it.
Yeah.
Where I live now, it's not bad, but if it wasn't for Staten Island people, they'd still be eating macaroni and cheese down there and fish sticks.
Yeah, you
and
live in
fucking-
Staten Island, the sequel, basically.
I live in the sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm very happy that they're there.
Yeah.
My best friend is Chris and Steve Murdo. I mean, they're like the mother. They went to Moore. You know, I hear all the stories. My neighbors on this side are from fucking Staten Island.
Yeah.
Half the people I play volleyball with, not volleyball, bocce, are from volleyball. I'm
love
thinking
to
about
see
Gabby for you. She plays volleyball in the morning too.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to go down there in 1998. And that was a Chinese place, Crown Palace, was down there. Not your Crown Palace, the bakery, but it's a Chinese joint. But when I went back, all those fucking places are Staten Island. And Butchie's.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking all those places. And those people made that area. That's Marlboro. That's all farms down there. That's all fucking farms.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for these Staten Island people bringing their food and their flavor, these motherfuckers would still be eating fucking fish sticks.
It would just be Wawa.
Yeah, it'd just be, wow, man, this Wawa's good. Oh, wow. Let's go home and listen to Bruce Springsteen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's listen to Bruce Springsteen and not realize that he's a liberal.
yeah, but no, now Staten Island and the food and just the attitude, it keeps me together. It keeps my powder dry.
Yeah, dude, they're regular people. They're
regular
construction workers.
And I
They're-
love it.
Yeah.
I'm doing Staten Island January 31st, the St. George,
St. George Theater? I'll be there.
Fuck yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, dude,
I'm
that's
gonna
gonna be
call
great.
Royal Crown. I'm gonna call these fucking people. Everybody brings yum
Oh,
yum
I'm
yum.
coming. I'll be
bringing
there.
50 of the fattest people I know to fucking Staten Island.
Nah.
I'm bringing them up from Texas. I'm bringing them up on a barge. Like those Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans that hit the bridge. That'll be me with a ship full of fat people from fucking Dallas and Houston. The two fattest cities in the country. 800 or more. Nobody
San
less than
Antonio.
800. Even Lee won't be invited. You know what I'm
Everyone
saying?
who got like denied by Dr. Now.
Yeah,
They bring
everybody
them
that
all.
got denied by the Armenian.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Dr. Now, yeah.
Dr. Whatever's fucking
Oh,
name.
dude, that's gonna be great. That's a great theater. Have you been there
That's
before?
it's fucking beautiful.
Oh, dude, I do it every year. It's incredible.
Once a year you do it? You should
Yeah.
do a residency there. Fuck it. Once a month.
I did two. I think we're gonna. I want to push it a little into next year this time because it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to keep it special a little bit. I'm there every.
I'm just teasing you. Fuck, Staten Island ain't that big. I did a book signing in Staten Island.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I mean, you could be from. I mean, you basically.
Oh yeah, I'm a white trash fucking Italian myself. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah. When I went to Staten Island, and the mothers that was showing up, mothers in Staten Island,
Oh,
they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
Titties in your face. They're
Oh,
hot.
yeah.
They don't give a fuck. They get divorced. They shoot their lips, and they're back. They put some size 8 on a size 8.5, where the fat hangs over the heel. And there you
Leopard
are, Jack.
leggings and looking
there
like Peggy
you-
Bundy.
And they bring food, which
Oh, yeah.
that's a class act.
That's a.
When a woman
that's a
shows
good
up
woman.
with a cake she made or something,
Yeah.
then no, they were very good. We had a good time. Eric, it's been a fucking
Yes, sir.
pleasure.
Thank
I wish
so much.
nothing but luck. I know in 10 years from now, if I'm still alive, I'll see you directing fucking movies like one of these guys, and hopefully you'll think of me and put an old man so I get insurance for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Give me like 70 grand, just insurance for 2 years. Good. I love you, man.
Thank
Any
you
dates
so much,
soon?
man.
What's the soonest date that we can
Soonest date, Westbury, New York. It's
The
Westbury
28th.
Music Fair, June 28th.
So
Please,
come
it's
see
like-
me on the 27th and go see him on the 28th.
Fuck yeah.
Lee, what's up? Where you at this week?
The 12th, I'm on Gaff West in New York, and then the 13th and 14th, I'm opening up for Josh Wolf at the Albany Funny Bone.
Oh, so you're in New York this week.
I am.
Ain't that nice? How far of a drive?
2 hours, nothing
No,
bad.
that's nothing.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
All
It's a
right.
good club.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so
for coming.
much.
Thank you for the
so
bread.
much. Of course, please.
And thank you for your nice. He's like, what do you want? What should I bring? I just bring your personality. That's it, and your teeth. That's it. I love you, motherfuckers. Have a great week. We'll see you next Tuesday. Stay black. We're back. That's it. Don't forget Blue Chew. It's the summertime. If you're gonna sling dick, don't forget Blue Chew. That's all I can tell you. It is Blue Chew, right?
Absolutely.
All right, always Blue Chew.
Only
What's happening,
Blue Chew.
Tarzan?
Dude, R.I.P. the stairs. This is the last month of the stairs.
That's it.
That's it.
One more month.
That's it.
What
And
are
then
you gonna do with the stuff up there? Burn it?
I'm gonna try to sell it. Who knows?
Who's gonna walk up those steps?
I don't know. Nobody, right? I'm gonna give some stuff to my mom. I'll burn some of it. Who knows?
Oh my God!
That's the
man.
fucking biggest waste of goddamn money.
No, it
in my
wasn't.
entire-
It was
no,
your
I was
first-
no. I love living here.
You
it
know
was
what,
just
Lee? You said it the best. It got you here.
yeah.
It got you here. And your first apartment, nobody moves in to the Trump Towers the first time. You know,
No,
you're gonna have rats, shit you didn't see, because when you're excited, the ether.
right.
Like, and I know that's what happened to you. You're like, oh yeah, I'm moving to New York, 4 steps. I could do this shit every day. Fuck you. When you told me, I was like, this motherfucker's out of his bird.
Well, dude,
He's never walking those steps, and I was correct.
well, you were correct, but this has been the craziest year of my life. Like I don't know. It's a year anniversary of me breaking up with my last
Oh,
girlfriend.
here we go with a thing. Oh shit.
What?
There you go. What happened?
What'd I do?
Nothing. Just teaching. Just torturing you shit.
I feel like I'm walking into a conversation that's already going on. There we go. What do you mean? I don't
Here
know.
we go.
And it was. And I moved to New York thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get put. Like that's how the apartment that I had like an outdoor space. It was nice. I thought I was gonna get pussy, and then I meet someone 2 weeks in,
That's what happens.
and then yeah. So it's fucking crazy.
But it's great. At least
Oh,
you're in
it's
a
amazing.
relationship. You're in love. She could bake.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
pretty. You know, she smells good.
Thank you. I
She's got a
appreciate-
nice apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right there.
No, yeah, that is my first apartment in New York, dude. It's New York with money is a completely different. Like they spin the rotating door for you at her place. That's
Listen,
someone's
man,
job.
Anywhere with money, they take care of you. You know, can you imagine living in New York and struggling right now? Like, 8 people in a 4-bedroom apartment, 2 of them on the couch. You got 1.5 bathroom. That means at all times, all your bathrooms stink like shit.
Oh my
right?
God.
When you have more than, your bathroom's always going to smell like a fucking billy goat. Unless somebody sleeps at their girlfriend's or boyfriend's house. Struggling in New York sucks.
Dude, I have a friend who I met in LA who's a comic. He survives out here because he's a golf caddy during the day and they give him a free place to live, like the Caddy Shack house. He got home last year. His ceiling was like, it was just like raining in his fucking room. Like all the pipes burst.
In LA?
In New York. Like the house
Whoa.
that they give him. I met him in it when we lived in LA and he moved here to do comedy and he's a caddy. He's a great comic, doing great in the city, but he survives because he has a free place to live because he's a caddy. But everything just burst. Like it's
in the caddy room?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, he's been living for free for a year. At least I caught a break. We'll go to a hotel, live by the week. Hotel 6 will sign you up for 28 days.
Yeah, for fucking $8 million.
No, you tell him it's a weekly rate.
Not in New York.
Well, he can't stay in Manhattan, Lee.
Right.
What the fuck? What are you, crazy?
Apparently.
New York. No, he's going to have to go up to fucking the depths of, all the way out there and get a fucking Motel 6. What's the other airport in Long Island?
Islip or Islip?
Islip, yeah. Welcome to Islip. Fucking guy. Listen, there's no fucking shortcuts. L.A., both of those cities struggling. Sucks dick. I still remember having to shoplift cigarettes and fucking, take a soda from the gas station and shit.
Yeah.
That's what you have to, the checks would come out at 5 at the Comedy Store. I'd be there at 4:30. Like just whistling and shit. Like, can't wait to get that $75 check. I'm gonna go to Wendy's and get the fuck. Yeah.
I love how you knew what time the checks came out.
Yeah, the checks were there after 2, from 2 to 5. And the mailman came every day at 12:35. I was out there at attention at 12:20 in case he got lost or somebody tried to kidnap him.
Oh my God. Did they start to expect you?
Oh my God. When I lived on Gardner or Schrader, I don't know, wherever Ralphie lived, that same building, the mailman knew us by first name. If I got a check, the mailman wouldn't just put it in my box. He'd knock on Ralphie's door and say, I'm saving Joey the suspense.
Wait, you were getting mail at Ralphie's house?
No, because I was getting mail there at somebody's house. Somebody in that building, I was getting my mail there.
Right.
For the longest time. For years, I was getting my mail there. I can't remember whose box it was. It was either Celine's, Gavin's, fucking Jody's. It could have been Ralphie's.
Right.
So I would be there. I knew them, and he was Filipino. So I knew his schedule.
That's amazing.
You think I'm fucking kidding you? He would tell me when he wasn't going to be there the next week. Like, I'm going on vacation. Poop, poop, poop. I will not be here. So the other guy come late. So just to let you know. But I'd be fucking waiting there. It was always this. And people would say to me, you getting a check? I don't know. But if you're not out here, you won't get dick. Right or wrong? If I didn't get a check, then I had to go hustle. Then I had to go put the day together. Well, I got $8. Let me at least get a Chinese lunch. I was waiting for 35. And dog, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of times I wasn't getting a check, and a check would come from something I didn't even expect.
How good does that feel when you get a surprise check?
Oh, my God. I still remember being broke, and I had to get a plane ticket. And I went downstairs, and I go, I guarantee Terry didn't check the mail. This is when me and Terry lived together, because I was getting mail at 2 places for a long time. And I'll never forget going downstairs, and we had just gotten married. We were moving to the Valley, and I needed money. And I went downstairs. Remember when The Sopranos stopped in 2007 or 9? HBO put a box set out, and in the front they put the Mad TV sketch. So they paid me for that.
Nice.
And I'll never forget going downstairs expecting a dick day and opening up my thing, and there was like a check for $2,400.
Oh,
and going,
shit.
are you fucking kidding me? Like at 9:30. No, I was clean then. I was clean, spotless clean. But I still remember going to Celine's after the Comedy Store one night, 10 o'clock at night, and trying to, like, no money, and Celine going, Joey, go over there. You got a check in the mail. No, you got something in the mail. And I went over there. There was a letter that was already open, and it was that dude that became a comedian. They took all his movies away. He used to have a reality show on Fox, and I did the episode 4. I played a pizza guy. Jamie Kennedy? Yes, Jamie Kennedy Experiment.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I did episode 4 or 5 or some stupid shit.
That must have been a while ago. I remember that show.
Dog, that was 2001 or 2.
Jesus.
The show was a hit.
Right.
But they couldn't shoot the episodes fast enough. So they kept re-showing mine.
Nice.
And I'll never forget it. 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, man, the night's done. It looks like I'm going home. Celine's like, go over there. There's something over there for you. And it came open. I remember going in there with 2 checks for $650 a day's pay. And I ran to the fucking check cashing place by my old house in Hollywood.
Right.
I basically ran up there because I thought they closed. They didn't. They were open 24 hours. I was pissed.
That you run?
Yeah, because I had to catch the coke dealer. He closed at 1, so I ran over there. But I got my checks cashed. But that's great. You know, even now, like my residual checks, like when I look at, my wife doesn't deposit 1 anymore. She waits till I get 10 of them.
Okay.
And she deposits all 10 of them at once. And I wish I could read you guys the amounts I get. You would die. Like it starts like at 1 penny, 3 pennies, 18 cents, $92. Then it goes back to $4.21, $5.18, $320, 28 cents, 22 cents. Like, so if 10 checks come, 2 of them will be worth catching. There's 3 of them that my wife will sit there and look at and go, why would they send you a check for this fucking amount?
I was just gonna ask, like the stamp makes it not even worth it. Why not just direct deposit into your
I'm at a
account?
point in my life where I get them every fucking day.
Yeah.
I get them every day for a show I did 30 fucking years ago. Now they air it in Japan. And they send me like, those are the good ones. When you get the white envelope with the red paperwork,
Oh, snap.
that's when you're like, oh shit.
What's the red paperwork?
The red paperwork is international and shit. Grey Poupon and shit.
Do they pay you even though you're not talking? Like, do they dub over you?
Yeah, they dub over you, but they show
They
you.
still pay you?
Those checks are 21 cents. when I open those up, I'm like, what, bitches? You open them up, 21. The other day I had I'm not lying to you. I must have got 9 checks. My wife deposited them one day last week because I just put them on the thing when I get them.
Right.
And then I go to sag.org. You go to sagafter.org, and they'll tell you what's coming, the date it's coming, and what's in process. So, dog, when I had nothing, I lived on that website.
Just hitting refresh all day.
Every Sunday at 6 o'clock, they refreshed it. Okay, so they would start on Sunday at 6 o'clock, and it would tell you when your checks were going to be there, when they were going to get mailed out. So on those days, I already had that money spent. George, I'm coming over at 1 to pick up an 8th. Dog, let's go get some Chinese at 1. All right, then we'll go to, what's his name, get an 8th of weed, and then we'll go to Ricky Cruz, pick him up, and get high.
Did you have it on your calendar? Like, check for $5.
You don't put none in your calendar. It's all in the coconut.
It's all there?
But in those days, the checks were heavy.
Right.
Those checks were like $333, $682, because it was the top of the tier. It was 20 years ago.
Right.
So I'd be just parked out there like a child. And when he would come, I'd be like, oh, shit. And when I went in there, if that check wasn't there for some reason, there was one check that didn't come for fucking like a week. I was pissed. I was on the phone with SAG every day. And because of that, till this day, I still have the number you call when you're missing a check. I never got rid of that number.
Oh, my God.
That number's been in this phone since 2002 because I lost a check for like $500. I had like 9 checks sent to me. That's the funny thing about that. That week was my biggest payoff ever at that time. I had like 9 9 checks sent to me. All the checks were over $50, but the one I was waiting for was that. In my world, I got every check except the $500 one. And I had to wait 30 days to file a fucking complaint.
Oh, no.
And then once you file the complaint, it takes another 120 days to process. So kiss that check goodbye. But what a lot of people don't know, and I'm going to drop it on you right now, especially if you live in Hollywood, because those motherfuckers are treacherous. Once a year, I would drive down to SAG after SAG. I would go to SAG first, go upstairs and say, can I please get the box of checks that got returned? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It was just checks that never got sent to you or delivered?
They got sent to my fucking address. But for some reason, they didn't deliver them. No, he don't live here no more. Shit like that when they put the arrow going backwards on your shit. Yeah. And I would go, what the fuck? I live there. And then they would have them to like an address in like Jersey. Like they went online for an ad and they come up with, like, why would you send this to Fairview, New Jersey? That's the address we had. No, you didn't. I live in L.A. Why would I put fucking a North Bergen address? Like, that's what they would do to me. So you go down there and come home with like 800. What?
Oh, God.
But you had to wait once a year. Like, you had to, like, because if you went every other week, you look like a fucking pauper.
Well, I was going to say.
But the after department always fucked up your checks. And this is what pissed me off about those motherfuckers.
What'd they do?
They always got the address to bill you, correct. Not a poop. All their bills always come back without the hand. Everything else came back. They're another motherfucker. They dig through the computer and look for your old addresses and send them there on purpose. So, because after 90 days, the check is null and void.
You think it's a scam? Dude, I wouldn't be surprised.
Who do you think you're dealing with? Joy Bananas? I finally had to figure, when you're broke, you figure that type of shit out. You're like, how come they didn't lose any other check but my big one for 120 fucking days? Maybe the production company, who the fuck is, but the production company has to send a check to SAG. SAG recuts the check and sends it to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Very seldom do you get a check from the production. Every once in a while. Those are the mistakes I would get. Checks from production companies that would send them to you. And dog, when you're broke, you know all the protocols. So when you do a commercial, you got a check within 30 days. They suck dick. But if you do a TV or a film, you should be getting your money in 10 days.
Whoa.
So now you signed the paperwork and you gave the control of your agency to take that check. Well, guess what they're going to do? They're going to deposit and tell you they never got dick. I would have the producers on the other line and go, listen, before you say what you're going to say, I want you to think about what you're going to say. Mm-hmm. You better think about what you're going to say. I got, what's your name? Liam. I got Liam from Partners, whatever that's a new company. They just came to New Jersey. Entertainment Partners. Liam, tell my manager when he sent the check, June 1st. It's July fucking 1st. Why don't I have my check? Well, we never got it. Liam, did they get it? You should see how many people I caught in that.
Damn.
They sent it. And then I found out they were sending the checks after 3 days. Like if you shot and you caught the fucking pay period right, like if you shot on a Tuesday, you got to check on Friday. Your agent would sit for a month and a half. Listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you an extra 2%. Just mail me the check when I get it, because I'm over here starving.
2%?
Yeah, whatever. Why are you holding?
That's a lot of percent.
What are they going to make on $600? Oh, yeah, that's $600 check. That's scale.
Yeah, but what about, if you think they're doing this with you, I was just thinking about the
Hello? And you have 200 fucking clients.
What about the people who are on like those shows that are on for 10, 20 years? If you're getting these kind of checks, they must be getting 50 checks a day. Like those people who are on movies or shows forever.
Yes.
Holy
shit.
It's
a fucking scam. It's a fucking scam. Yeah.
There
was a part 15 years ago where I went to this agency, and one day I would sit on SAG every fucking Sunday. 6 o'clock. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You got a computer? Yeah. Okay. 6:01, I'm on SAG. I would see like 20 checks came. So I call SAG and I'm like, hey, my ID number, date of birth, whatever the fuck you need, address. You sent those checks to me, but I haven't gotten one of them. They're like, hold on. And they were like, no, we sent them to your agent. And I go, why would you do that? And they go, because they have a release. I ran to that agent and I go, dog, where's my money? And they're like, what money? And I go, let's go to the computer, this money. And they're like, oh, yeah, we take that. And we take 10%. And I go, you didn't book that.
Oh, no.
You didn't book that. I'll take you to fucking court right now. You better undo that. Well, you signed the agreement. I don't give a fuck what I signed. How can you take commission on a job you never fucking booked?
How did they even get a check for something they didn't book? That's crazy.
They took that thing when I signed on with them.
Right.
Whatever I was signing, they took and sent it to fucking SAG.
Jesus.
And I called my lawyer, and he goes, no. They put that in after the paper. Because I always run that shit by my lawyer at the time. Always. You know, the guy from Goonies. Fucking Ralphie's lawyer.
Oh, they added something to your contract after you signed it?
They would send that paperwork in. They would forge it. Look, these motherfuckers, you got to watch your paper like a motherfucker. People think it's just, And you see Jay-Z jumping up and down in Paris. Even that guy's got to watch his money.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what level of entertainment you are or whatever. You have to watch your fucking paper constantly.
And that's so sad for a guy like me who's like hoping one day to have an agent, is that like there's people like there's
Look,
that
every
are scamming.
fucking year, three agents and 2 managers go to jail. Every fucking year. If you look closely, we know somebody who threw his manager in fucking jail, Nick Turturro.
Damn.
That motherfucker was taking everything. Everything, because they become your personal managers, and they're like, okay, I'll handle everything. And you're like, oh, yeah, the spotlight is great. And meanwhile, they're eating lobster tails. And
yeah. Like, are you talking about like paying their regular bills? I don't understand that at all. How hard is it to
you
set
are
auto
so
pay?
fucking tied up as an entertainer. There's a lot of people who are in comedy or acting or music that listen to this. There's a level that you get to, it's $60,000 a year. People are going to try to rob you at every, you know, it's like I feel bad for like, what about the guy caught that was my Apple guy?
Oh, yeah.
Remember with the missing hand?
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker, no wonder he had a missing hand. Somebody cut it off from stealing.
Oh, no.
We had to take him to court. For what he settled for, it was like, he was just, but I could feel it because when we didn't have the podcast, the numbers were great. And all of a sudden, the podcast booming, everything's selling except my CDs. Are you fucking stupid? And we kept asking him, oh, no. Sales have been down. I do Rogan. I remember those days. That first album I did live at fucking the Three Aces.
Yeah,
Do you
3
remember
clubs.
that? I remember nobody even fucking talked to me back then. I'd done the longest show. I had this dude talk me into doing a CD for his company. I put that thing on Apple. I think I sold 3 of them in 5 years. I swear to God. One night, I'm having dinner in Vegas, and my text goes off, and it's that guy. And he goes, I'm sending you a check for $1,900. And I fucking got up and called him. I go, what are you talking about? And your checks are always $9, $8.50. And he goes, I don't know. You did something, and all your CDs sold out or something.
What?
I'd gone on Rogan.
Oh, okay.
Every time you went on those shows in those days, they bought everything. And he kept, so after that, I went on Rogan 25,000 times. And he's telling me, oh, you just sold 3 CDs. So I signed with that dude, and I said, look into that. This motherfucker came back and goes, dog, this motherfucker. No wonder he's got a missing hand.
That's
and I
crazy.
could tell because he started dating a young girl. And when I met him, he had like a shitty car. And when I met him the second time, he had a convertible Audi.
Oy. Don't go from a shitty car to an Audi.
Yeah, you don't go from a shitty car to a convertible Audi. So I knew something was not right. And then the chick broke his heart. And he went deep. You got to go to psychotherapy and sell the car. Reminded him of her and shit. I wish I was lying to you guys. It was not good.
Was he stealing the money to pay for stuff for the girl?
I think he was just stealing the money to impress the girl.
And
you're
like,
gonna get that a lot. I was with an agency once that he didn't rob me, but there was an agent that seemed very nice. And one day I heard they took him out of there with handcuffs. He was, bro, there's 1,000 ways to rob a client.
And what do you think? Do you think it's just so easy for them that they're never going to notice? It's just too much temptation.
Okay, you sign with a manager.
Right.
And the guy sells you on, we take care of everything. Okay. We get your plane tickets, hotels, rental cars. You give me a card. 3 years, nothing ever happens. Then one day they get an assistant. You know?
Right. Okay.
Now he's got access to your cards. Now you're seeing bowling, $89. You haven't bowled since high school. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. That's how it starts. And if they get away with bowling once or twice, then they'll take her for dinner. And then they'll take her for another dinner. And then next thing you know, you're financing plane tickets to Alaska. It's never happened to me. But it's happened to 3 or 4 comics I know.
Well, is that because you have your wife, like, to help you in a lot of ways that maybe some other comics don't?
That taught me that I would book my own plane tickets, even today.
The plane tickets, yeah.
Even today, I still look at my own plane tickets and book them. Even today, I do all that shit.
And obviously
I don't have the heart to go, Lee, do me a favor, get me a plane. And then you have to call me back and go, well, there's a 7:30, a 9:30, and an 11:30. All right, what time do we get back? Sunday, and then you call me back. Well, the 7:30 is not available. I can't do that to a human being. That's that's just stupidity.
And is it really?
That's just stupidity. I can't do that. Go back and forth to a fucking stupid fucking plane ticket.
It takes
just
longer.
Open it up. It takes a lot longer.
And then, like,
it takes too much of my time. That's why people say to me, how come you never got an assistant? Because by the time I taught you the method, you're going to have a fucking heart attack. Because there's no method. It's just hustling. It's just get on the computer, do this. You're looking at dates. You got to check the hotel to see if they got a midnight room service. That's the first thing I look at. When we go to Boston and shit, you got to have something for me to eat. How many times you go back to a hotel? You're starving. They got potato chips.
They don't have anything.
Domino
Even nice
pizza.
hotels have nothing.
Forget it. I want to see the menu. I want to see the late night menu. It's always going to have a stupid fucking cheeseburger. You know that. They're always going to have a warm chocolate chip cookie, which I don't know why I would just get one cookie. Tell me I got a bag of Chips Ahoy for the small 20. Bring it up. Bring it up. Why you know what I'm saying? Like, wait till somebody opens up one of those hotels that you fucking pick your own midnight menu, like a prison menu. You send them at 11. You look at your remote, what's coming on? The Twilight Zone, fucking Eyes Wide Shut. Right. I'm up till 4. Fuck it. Okay, let me get a salami sandwich with bologna and fucking American cheese, lettuce, mustard. Put the mayonnaise under the fucking whatever, because I want the mustard on the salami. You know, and you sit there like Norton eating fucking and you know what, guys? I swear to my mercy, 9 out of 10 times, I don't eat. But I just want to know, if I can't sleep and I roll a joint and I go downstairs at 2 in the morning, when I go down to smoke that joint, I'm thinking about that. I already looked at the menu. I already know what I'm going to order. This is just kicking up those taste buds a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I know. I mean, you haven't been on the road that much in the last year or so, but I've been out, and like not at shitty hotels. Even if they have restaurants, they're not usually open all night. There's almost nothing.
That's what I'm fucking saying to you. That's why I'd rather pick a hotel that has a late night.
Right? No, I
what am I talking to my fucking self here?
No, I'm saying I know that's what you want, but I don't know how many of them you're gonna find. Plus,
you're not gonna find a lot.
When we're talking,
it's a W, Four Seasons,
right?
Maybe a Marriott. But you gotta look at the fine print with the other hotels because they'll throw curveballs at you.
What do they do?
It's like frozen pizza and shit like that. We have pizza. We have burritos. And you're like, oh. And then you get there. But let me tell you something. If there's anything I miss from L.A., it's a lot of food. But I could go for 2 of those frozen burritos from the bodega. 2 of those bean and cheese motherfuckers late at night.
You mean 7-Eleven? What are you talking about?
Not 7-Eleven. Like one of those Mexican places. They had those little frozen burritos.
I didn't know they had those.
Fuck yeah. Even the fucking fruit, like the little, yeah.
Yeah.
A little meat, a little fucking, well, I would never do the pork, and I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's so crazy how, as a comic, as an entertainer, you think, wow, once I get up there, my life's gonna ease up. Fuck you. You gotta work harder. You gotta keep your eyes more open. You gotta watch more shit, and that's where the mental stress comes from. It's not just writing jokes anymore.
Right.
You know, when that agent calls you and says, hey, how you doing? Good. Listen, I got a great date for you. July 24th, 25th, and 26th. And you're like, okay. And you take it. And you get there and it's like, Man, you should have been here last weekend. People were everywhere. This is Black Biker and Midget Parade weekend. And you're like, ooh.
No one comes out
You know
that
what I'm
weekend.
saying? Why did I come here? And then you don't know, so you don't even go, hold on 1 second. Let me see if they have a direct flight.
Right.
You don't know. You say, yeah, ready. They sign the thing, and all of a sudden you're like, direct flight. You got to fly to Mongolia and then back to fucking Newark and then up to Canada. You know, you don't know these things.
Right.
You get burnt like 4 or 5 times. You're like, I'm not saying yes, ever. I'll call you back in 5 minutes. I'm at a computer. I'm checking the hotels. I'm checking the late night menu. I'm checking the fucking Ubers. You have to check everything. Because then they'll get you, okay, and then you get there, it's an hour from the hotel. They're only paying you $500.
Right.
It just costs you $75 each way. That's $150 out of $500. You don't know this shit. So there comes a time you have to check everything. You learn. And then one day you make a checklist. Fuck it. I'll call you back in 10 minutes.
Right.
Why? Because I got to cover my bases too. I got to check to see if it's a midget funeral or some shit before I go there
That's
this
smart.
weekend. Because if not, that's what they keep saying that shit to you. Last week, the helicopters were dropping people off. There was people everywhere coming to the shows, and you're like,
Meanwhile, you have 10 people at your show or
yeah,
something.
you got 8 people, and one of them's a half a midget.
Yeah, and because you were talking about like managers doing it for you, and like I know you were busy, and I know there's people who are very busy, but do you really think there's someone you're that busy that you can't book a flight? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like that I couldn't in the back of an Uber, and I know it's like I can, but I don't want to. But that doesn't make sense.
Am I a control freak for doing that, or do I just want to know what I'm walking into? I want to know what I'm walking into. What if all this shit, if we go back and forth for 2 hours, I get up, I go to Newark, and you're like, no, it was LaGuardia.
Right. Yeah.
Do you follow all this shit? That's why I don't like. You want to do business? You call me. You want to show me your titties? Text me. Okay? You want to say good morning? Text me. Anything business-wise, jump on the fucking call. So there's no misunderstandings. Get on the fucking call. Get on the call.
But then do you ever worry people are going to like say that you said something that you didn't, or they're going to say they didn't say something?
Write it down. You have to take notes when you talk to these people. Do I have a hotel? No. Confirmed. Okay. How far from the airport to the thing? Oh, it's about 2 hours. Is somebody going to pick me up? No. Don't even ask. Just assume. What time is the club manager going to pick me up?
Got it.
Oh, well, we don't do that. No. Oh, shit. You don't? Okay. I got to text out. And you don't because you want the gig.
Right.
But then they'll keep doing that to you. And then the word gets out. Now you're a half a fag. Now you're driving from airport to airport. So these are things I learned. And I didn't care because after I did comedy for 9 years. But after 9 years, I got into the comedy store. Once I got into the comedy store, listen, here's the deal. I'll take the cheap payment, but you got to take a little fucking care of me.
Right.
I'm not up here playing a fucking violin or an harmonica or putting a fucking wig on. I'm one of the Marines. I may not be a big timer today, but I'm going to be somebody, so you want to take care of me today. And that's what you have to tell these people. If not, you could sit at home and do the Comedy Cellar.
Right.
Or Stand, or Gotham, or whatever your home is. Once you're confident, you're like, what am I losing out on these idiots for?
Was it hard to make the jump from like doing comedy and then like making it a business? Like to change that mindset?
No, because how many times can you get fucked in the ass?
A lot.
You ever been jealous?
Yes.
Okay. How old were you when you were jealous?
Constantly.
Still till today?
Yeah.
Okay. As a Spanish kid, when I was like in the 6th or 7th grade, I used to get so jealous I'd light curtains on fire and stupid shit like that.
Okay. I never lit anything on fire, but
and then I got that Cuban machismo to me. And I knew that wouldn't work in the real world. Like I just knew it. So I had to lose those type of emotions for me to move forward as a man, you know? With comedy, you never really know. You never really know. But then again, I've always been a savage. I became a super savage when I got off the cocaine. And I started looking at life at what the fuck are we doing? What is the most important thing at my age? Is it doing this? Is it doing that? No, it's trying to become a person, trying to get some money. Everybody has money in the bank. At 45, I had no money in the bank. I had $21 one day and be at $112 the next. Then I'd jump it up again to $38.50 because I have to deposit my SAG checks in there. And then one day, my wife, it was about 5 years in, my wife asked me to look at my schedule. And she goes, let me see your schedule. And she goes, why are you doing that gig? That one. And she goes, I want you to cancel that. You're just killing yourself to live. It's not worth it. You have the Comedy Store. You always have the Comedy Store. You're doing these gigs. Some of them you make money, but you're losing money.
Right.
Between the gas, your time, the drive, the tolls, you're losing money. And then I just applied it to everything. Movies, TV, life. It's a fucking discipline in a way where what's the most important thing to you? To me at the time was becoming a great comic. So when you ask me to go to do something stupid, I don't have time for that.
You mean stupid like
Anything,
people or
waste
like
of my
comedically?
time
Right.
compared to what I could be doing at night. My daytime, I don't give a fuck what I'll do whatever you want in the daytime. But if it's between me getting on stage or me going to something that you and your friends are going to waste time, even though you're a comic. And then I'm just waiting for you to come to me one day and go, man, my career, But you had the time to go to a Yankee game and jump up and down 3 nights in a row for the World Series. Who gives a fuck? You could have watched it at home and done your spots. These guys were there that night, watching the crowd. Now they're not, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying the Yankees. I mean anything.
No, I totally get it.
Movies, anything. Like that was, like it becomes a business. You know, I see these comics that think that they're going to go on stage and say something so disgusting or so off-color, they're going to piss the audience off and walk out. Okay, again, what's that expression? You won the war, but you lost the battle?
Other way around.
You won the battle, but you lost the war?
Right.
That's what you just did. This is a business. So why am I going up there and trying to piss my audience off?
Right. It's crazy when people do that.
Okay, so there's all these things that you start looking at things and going, I'm getting too old for this dumb shit. Hold on, let me cut my beard off and leave side chops and cut an eyebrow off. You could just be funny and write a joke.
Right.
So after a while, you just learn how to trim the fat off. And then you trim it off for life. And that's when it gets fucking really fun. That's when it gets really fun.
Why?
Because 2 nights ago, I was talking to George. And I sweat in my mother's grave. On the way home, I go, I did the show on the 27th. And today's the 29th. I'm 62 years old, and I'm like, the rent is due. 62. I don't even pay rent. I pay state taxes. But in my mind, in my fucking mentality, it's Saturday night. The rent is due. I swear to God, it was between me watching the UFC. That's how my mentality is. Like, I was like, I got time to watch this shit? But I'm like, yeah, I got paid last night. Do you know what I'm saying? But in my mind today, I'm like, tomorrow the rent is due. Chop, chop, motherfucker, because Friday's the 4th. And that means it's a double banger. It's like Christmas and New Year's. You ain't got time. You ain't got time to bleed, bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the truth. And George is talking to me about something. I go, rent is due on Tuesday, George, right? And the conversation ended. That's it. That's all we need to talk about right now. The rent is due. You got the Yankees or not? You got the Red Sox? You got the over? Because everything else is nonsense. Everything else is nonsense.
But like, what? And I'm not saying I disagree with you. But when you say that to people, I know people will say to you, yeah, but you got to live life. You got to go to a Yankee game.
Yeah, good. Let me know. Let me know when you're paying your minimum payment on your credit card and you could have been doing something. Because there's nothing worse. I'm dealing with somebody right now who had a huge opportunity to do a ton of things. you know, and he's crying now. He's crying a lot because he wasted time. And there's nothing like wasting fucking time. Okay? There's nothing, and there's nothing worse than being my age and going, oh, fuck, I should have took that job in 92. Right now I'm starving because I didn't take that job in 92. I made a mistake 30 years ago that I'm suffering for right now. And we all think we're cute. Yeah, I got a couple thousand in the bank. I'm going to take a couple days off, buy some drinks, get a hat, make believe I'm somebody I'm fucking not. And you come back and what happens? Your car explodes. Your fucking car explodes.
Or you lose the job.
There goes you lost your job because you can't get to you can't get there unless you got a fucking Chinese guy that you're going to whip in a rickshaw. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. So now you're like, that shit, bro, I still think of shit. That's why I take these fucking gigs. Because I don't want to be 65 and Mercy can't have a bicycle. And I'm like, fuck. They offered me Atlantic City, but I had an ego. There ain't no ego when you got a kid.
Right.
There ain't no ego.
You'd have to fuck up pretty bad for Mercy not to be able to get a bike.
How many times you go to a strip club and half those women's are fucking moms? They got a stretch mark. They got a half a titty. The drug dealer father stabbed them. They're there selling that ass. Do you think that's what they want to do? No, they grew up in 18 and going, I don't want to go to college. I want to be a stripper and have some chubby guy named Joey stab me in the ass and, suck dick. No, but they had a kid. They made a mistake. And now they got to make two mistakes.
Got it.
You're already fucked up with the kid. You let some guy, ratio, and now he's nowhere to be found. This little fuck. You know what I'm saying? He went back to Saudi Arabia, wherever the fuck.
Horatio's from Saudi Arabia?
ICE took him. I don't fucking know. With your luck, ICE will take you back. You fall in love, and everything is great. You meet at Hudson County Park to eat corn. And all of a sudden, ICE is selling it to you and shit over there.
Dude, you have a whole life invented for this couple.
That's ICE selling corn over at Hudson County right now. Oh. I drove by. They got a little net. They're hidden. Last time I was hiding there, it was when Bernard King was playing basketball at the courts. You can see him. They even have a sign now that says, come get the corn. That means that ICE is by that corn machine waiting like a motherfucker. They're in that fucking jungle, that little lake over there like Rambo in part 2 when he came out of the mud and he stabbed the Russian in the neck.
ICE is hiding in the mud?
Doug, you want to make a bonus? That's all you got to do is call ICE and go to Hudson County Park on Sunday. They're all up there playing soccer. Just bring the big bus. Bring the big bus and shit. No, they don't play no more bocce. They took the court down. No, it's over. They don't play bocce no more. It was on Bergenline. They took it off. No. Yeah, fucking 15 years ago. Where you been? Across the street from Jan Michael Vincent, from Vincent Bicycles. Get it together, George. Come on. We're here today. We're live. It's fucking wherever the fuck we are. But yeah, that's it. They're hiding in Hudson County. I saw them today. They're in the trees. Crazy. They got the Subarus down on Edgewater.
Why were you hiding in the park?
Huh?
Why were you hiding in the park?
Different purposes.
Oh, I can't believe you're driving around just
I'm
reminiscing about, I was hiding in that park.
I don't want to go to jail, but I've been driving around looking for ICE. I see where they're going to be this week. They're going to be down by me. So I went for a little ride today looking for them. One from my favorite.
Why are you testing ICE?
I'm not texting them.
No, testing.
I want to see them in action. I want to see how they do it.
What if they pulled you over?
I got a beard and a funny disguise and a driver's license that says fucking Chad Johnson. Chad Ocho Siete.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
But you know what, man? We haven't discussed what we experienced Thursday and Friday nights. We had a nice... Listen, man, I didn't have the set I wanted to have. But everything else was so fucking great. Our families met. We had 8 different families there, 22 different generations. It was just... I would have had food if I would have known. I would have had nice catered afterwards, some ziti. Next time, now we know. What a fucking great theater.
Dude,
you did really greatly.
Well, I appreciate it. I didn't feel like I had the set. Because let's back up for people who don't know. You did Prudential. Well, Thursday we always have a great time
we
at the
did
dojo.
NJ Pack. We did
Yeah.
the dojo
But
Thursday as a walnut with warm up.
Yeah.
A walnut. A warm up, which is always, it's a great little room.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody has a good time. He puts out food. You know, I forget what his name is. It always blanks.
Mike at the dojo.
Mike Dojo is that's his name on my phone. Mike Dojo. So,
but Friday is what we were talking about. We did Prudential Hall at NJ Pack, which.
Well, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Thursdays are something special over there.
Dude, it was an amazing
something
show.
very nice over there. It's going to be hot in the summer. You know, I'm getting the surgery. For you guys who keep saying, why does Joey have a Band-Aid? Every week I get 3 people. Why do you have a Band-Aid? Because it doesn't fit on my asshole. How's that? I got an extra Band-Aid. No, because I got a fucking thing in my ear. So tomorrow, July 1st, they're going to rip it out, shoot Botox in my ear to kill the hair underneath that's all infected. Then they're going to fucking take skin off my leg. No, they're going to stitch it. So this side's going to be a little pulled up. So this eye's been fucked up. Now this side, it's going to be like, I'm thinking about suicide, but I haven't written the letter yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
the early stages.
So that's fucking tomorrow for you people who are concerned about Uncle Joey and his aging little heart. My heart's fucking great shape. Even Whoop has been sending me messages that my resting heartbeat is going down, that my cardiovascular is off the system. It is. I'll tell you guys later. I can't brag here because people want to karate chop me and shit.
That's awesome.
And then next Thursday, they're going to yank out this tooth, and this cocaine thing. So this is going to be out of commission for the whole weekend of the 11th. That's why I'm going to see Theo on the 9th in Philadelphia, because that's my last rah-rah night. Then Thursday, there's jiu-jitsu guys coming in to do a seminar. So at first, I thought it was Thursday the 10th, but it works out it's July the 11th. So they're going to rip this tooth out, and they're going to put a set of braces like Jelly Roll for like a month. And then in September, they're going to put this row in. And then in like November, they're going to put this row in the teeth. And by December, I could eat fucking spare ribs.
Congratulations.
So,
are you looking forward to it?
Oh, yeah. I've been counting the days. I can't wait till they shoot needles in my mouth and fucking stitches and fucking, blood. And the guy's yanking. Because this is a 62-year-old molar. This ain't coming out with like a little think.
No.
This is like the guy wears a helmet. He's got like a tow truck, and they put it on there, and they got to keep numbing it. Pull, and it's like fucking pull. And like, what's those 2 fags in the movie about social media? Facebook?
The
Remember
social
they wrote
network?
the little bite, the whatever twins, the Bopsy twins.
Oh,
pull.
geez, the Bopsy twins.
Pull. That's me. So that's that pull. He's a little Russian guy. He's like 5'2". He's going to have a hell of a day, and I'm going to put the seatbelt on to fuck with him. He's going to have his foot on my neck. I cannot do this. Yeah, keep pushing, Bruno. Keep pushing, Boris.
Oh, my God.
So that's July 11th. So I got a softball tournament that week. I don't even think I'm going down. I'm just going to rest with like a fucking thing on my head. And then I'm just going to recuperate for a few weeks, and then we come back in August, like herpes. Bam, it'll be nice and hot. We'll do a couple pop-up shows. And then we're ready for fucking Philly the 27th. And then we pop on a fucking flight. I talk to some people. I'm talking to some people, you know what I'm saying? They're going to take us right to Fort Lauderdale, drop us off in a helicopter.
No way.
They get dropped off in parachutes.
Am I gonna have like the Israeli flag on my parachute?
He's getting 6 parachutes. One of them is not going to open.
We already
know that. You can't kill a Jew in this climate. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something like an Argentinian. We got to bring somebody else for this.
Why does someone have to die?
Because why make it fun? It's like Randy Rhoads. You know what I'm saying? Somebody died. Now we got to do the comedy show depressed. No. I'm just fucking with you guys.
I know.
And I don't know the exact dates for the other gigs. I know it's sometime in November. Like we have 2 shows in 1 month, but it's like Virginia and Maryland. It's like, I know it's, I don't know, Harris maybe. I don't know. Why am I lying to poor people? They're sitting there taking notes going, where are you traveling to? I have no idea. Right now I got Philadelphia and Fort Lauderdale. That is it, Jack. And I'm happy about that. It keeps me tuned up. Listen, man, I'm trying my fucking hardest, and it's so weird how after the show, like on the way home, all the material I forgot just miraculously started blowing out of my ass. Like, it's such a fucking mind fuck. And you and I were talking about this morning how I was doing great for like 22 minutes, and I was still stepping on my lines. I'm like, God damn it, why am I fucking doing this? This line belongs to this joke.
Right.
I was rushing. I didn't know what I was doing. And you know what? But I still had a great time. I felt the heart from those people, and I tried to give it back. Listen, that's all you could do as a stand-up comic.
So you skipped to like the end. We didn't talk at all. Like, it was a great fucking dude. First of all, Prudential Hall was beautiful, and like the whole like.
Is it Prudential Hall or
Yeah.
NJ Pack?
The NJ Pack is like the group, and there's rooms within NJ Pack, and the room we were in was called Prudential Hall. It was a 2860 something. 28.
I mean, I didn't expect to see all those people. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dude, I didn't
Those
even.
tiers of people going up and up. And
I didn't even see that.
I hope nobody jumps off this motherfucker. Cause
Oh my god.
yeah, there was 4 tiers. That's a lot of fucking seats. And listen, I'm fortunate. It was in my backyard. There was a lot of New Jersey supporting there that night.
yeah.
A lot of love from Jersey people. And I fucking thank them with all my heart, My daughter got to watch it. That picture you sent me, that's a great picture.
Of her watching it?
Yeah, her like enthused watching it. I looked at it, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, I can't tell you, knowing you for so long, knowing her since she was a kid, like how cool it was just to, and Terry being there too, but even just like to know what you've done with Mercy, and like because she's come to a few shows and she always has a lot of fun, and so like
Oh yeah, she always.
I like, when she came on stage, I grabbed her, I was like, you can stand right here, and she just loved it.
When I was a kid, my mom had that bar, and when I first got to McKinley, I was like one of the only Cuban kids. And on Fridays, we were supposed to do the ecology club.
Okay.
After school, we're supposed to go to the ecology club, and the other half would have to go to George, the place in Union City that you wanted me to play, across from the 4-star diner. But what's the Catholic school that's back there? There's like a Catholic something back there. There was a church. I think they had Larry McNeil's father there. But behind there was a catechism. So either you had to go to that or
Ecology class.
what were we talking about here? I forget. Oh, so on Fridays, I would go to my mother's bar after catechism, and I would always bring 3 kids. And my mother would always go, let them sit at the bar and give them a Coke with a cherry in it. I still talk to 2 of those kids today. And every time at the end of the conversation, they're like, dog, I still remember going up to your mother's bar and sit at the bar with grown people and feeling like an adult for fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember walking out of there and going home. Dean LaPrete told me he went home. He used to go home and beat up his brother because he goes just out of fucking principle. I would go home and light him up because I felt like a man. And that's the same thing. You give them that little window of them feeling like an adult. That not even an adult. She knows she's a young woman. She knows it. They give her that feeling just for 2 or 3 hours. Then we take it back from her. But she remembers that. She's like, dog, I was out. People were drinking. I smelled reefer. She's not fucking stupid. And I don't want her to be raised. I want her to know what this shit is.
Right. And there is a part of that, but I also think like she was just so proud of you. Like she just likes seeing you do your shit.
She
she feels like an adult, but I think it's like also like,
she's my daughter. So
yeah.
I didn't want to hide anything from her. Listen, you don't want to hide shit from your fucking kids because you're going to pay for it later on, and they're going to come at you and go, why didn't you ever tell me? And okay, you don't lose the relationship, but somewhere along the line, they're like, why wouldn't you tell me about something like that?
Right.
Were you scared? Were you ashamed? So I wanted to know the truth and nothing but the truth. When she told me she was talking to her girlfriend on the phone, and she whipped out my book and read the first paragraph to her little 12-year-old friend, and they both started fucking crying. They had to close the book up. That's I don't mind. I don't mind. She knows. She's so retarded, though. When we got home that night, she goes, She said something to my wife. We're eating the muffins, and she said to my wife, when I get older, I'm not going to drink cocaine. And me and my wife
What? Just out of nowhere? That's fantastic.
She's like, yeah, when I get old, I'm never going to drink cocaine. And we're like, okay then. Drink cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say to that?
They took something from it.
From what?
They just, I'm going to tell you the creepiest story, guys. I never told none of you motherfuckers. I went to PS 166, but around the corner, when I was growing up, was PAL. Right on 88th Street in Amsterdam. And you signed up. And some of them taught you how to box. You shot pool. They taught you how to smoke cigarettes. Didn't matter if you were 5 or 6. But one of the earliest things they did was they took us to a trip to the police station. This is when they cared about the kids in the precinct. And what they did was they showed you what a cop did. So as you got older, you were their friend. Why don't they do that today? To save fucking $10?
Do they not do that anymore?
No. Why would they bring a kid to a police station and show them what happens when you go to jail and let them get fingerprinted,
Yeah.
put them in the fucking holding tank, give them a holding lunch with the old salami
Oh, I didn't get a
when
lunch.
they're 6 or 7, and then let them ask stupid fucking questions. You don't want to scare them straight, but we were so young and the world was different, they let you shoot a 22
No, they did not.
into a fucking target, and you took the
Oh,
target
shit.
home with you. Dog, I'll never forget this shit. They also gave you like a junior G-man badge, but they also did a thing about drugs. And at the time, I knew my godfather smoked weed. And, they're like, if you know anybody who smokes pot, turn them in. And I'm like, I'm fucking turning my godfather. Are you fucking kidding me? So I went home with my mom. I showed my mom the fingerprints and shit. She goes, what'd they teach you? Like, I talked about drugs and pot. And she goes, did you say anything? I go, no. And like 2 days later, that bitch showed up with a fucking baggage. And she had coke, she had weed, she had pills, and a little bit of brown heroin. And she goes, this is what they look like if you want to know, just so you know. Just so nobody else can tell you otherwise. This is what it looks like. If you have any questions, ask them now. And I was like, no. And she took them away, and that was it. But it took that, because I was going to be at a bar all the time with her. She owned the bar. So she didn't want you sitting there fucking like a goofball, because you hear things. Unless you're deaf as a child,
Right.
you hear things. You hear, little things. As you get older, they talk without the door being closed. They do certain things that now you hear things and now you can't explain them in your head.
Especially with like the internet these days, you can't really hide anything from kids.
No, and you got to listen. When that little girl told me that she knew about my other daughter, when she told my wife fucking ran upstairs and called me right away. And she said she's known for 3 or 4 years, 5 years, and never said nothing.
Did she just save it for like the right moment?
That's even the creepiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's fantastic.
And I asked her. She said, I heard you on the phone one time. And I went online and looked it up, and there she was. And I've been to places where people pop up the picture, and they'll go, is that Mercy? And I'll just look at them and go, no. That's a little girl I bumped into 20 years ago. And she would sit there and see that picture. For her not to say nothing. So she knows, and I wanted her to know. Why are you hiding this shit from your kids for? I can't tell her everything. Like, I'm not going to show her a fucking dildo. She's 12. I mean, on the way home, I asked her if she wanted to go to the strip club.
No, on the way home from what? The show?
Yeah, I've asked her both nights. You want to listen? I know the bartender. I'll give her $50. Just go in there, look around, look at the women, and decide right now what you want to do with your life. And she was like, Dad, I already know what they do at a strip club. That's what kids remember. They're not going to remember all the other shit. They remember shit like that. When they're at a bar and their stupid friends, like my dad once smoked a vapor. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you about this motherfucker I lived with. And that's where they, talk their shit.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a dad that's a fag. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants a dad that's a fag. What'd your dad do? He played with Legos. Yeah. You know, he was a dad. Did he ever bang mom? Did you ever see your mom come out of the bedroom with a wig all turned around? I told Mercy like 2 years ago, I go, Mercy, you think I should give mommy some loving tonight? And she goes, as long as I don't have a sibling the next day.
Oh my God. That's wild.
Yeah, dog, I'm not in that because the world is quick and you don't want your kid getting fought. I remember being a kid and people telling me, do you come yet? And I'm like 7. And they're like, you don't come yet? And I'm like, no, what is that? And they're like, stuff comes out of your dick. And you can write your name on it. For years, that fucked with me. I'm like, I can't wait to be 13 to write and come my name on the wall. I couldn't even write a letter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, disgusting. But this is the shit older kids tell you. And now you believe that shit.
Oh, yeah. Especially
and now you got to say it one day in front when you're 13. Yeah, I came on the wall and everybody looks at you like, shut the fuck up, you idiot. And now, next thing you know, you're on the B team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They move you down. Listen, you can hang out with us no more till you get your shit together.
Sent down to the minors.
That's it.
Holy shit.
It's tough, man, but...
And do you see her, like, not falling for shit her friends are falling for? Like, do you see, like, the fruits of your labors?
Yes and no. Yes, she won't listen to me. Like, when I start going off, like, she watches Friends, and she knows I hate that fucking show. So, anytime I can piss on Friends, I'll do it, and she just shakes her head. But she won't quit watching Friends. And I respect her for that. She won't go, yeah, Dad, it sucks. Fuck no, she's in there. And when I knock on the door, she's like, what are you doing, Friends? I'm like, Jesus Christ, close the door, Dad. That's it. That's it. Yeah, like, I say shit to her. She knows, man. They all know. We all knew our parents did creepy things. We might not even remember. You know your dad was a creepazoid. That motherfucker had Playboys in the basement. He hid them inside pizza cans and shit.
But I didn't know back then. But like now, I like
you put
looking
it together.
back. I remember smelling weed through the heating vents.
That's it. You didn't see none of his pornography collection, none of his little boy collection, or nothing. You didn't see his little fucking his little Diddy collection.
There was no Diddy collection, but yeah, there were some VHS tapes.
Yeah, everybody. That's it. Did you ever pop one in?
Of course, I would rewind it back to where it was.
Did you get a Woody and stuff? Your face get all red and shit.
The red face probably, but my face is usually red. But I have no idea. Yeah, it was my introduction to it. Was VHS tapes.
That's why I don't like. I'm always home when she gets home from school. I watch her come in. I sit outside or I sit close so I watch her come in. So I see what she looks like when she comes in. And then I feed her and then she does whatever the fuck she wants. But I always thought that my worst times when I would come home and look around, the shit you found. That's the worst thing for a kid. I used to find the creepiest things, you know, and then go, what the fuck? And then it's your fault for looking.
But like, do you also monitor like what she does online? Like, do you see her history and stuff?
Her mother does more than monitoring online. Her mother does. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right, but someone's looking at it.
But I fucking talk to her a lot. And I talk to her about the video games. Has anybody spoken to you? She's already told me about a situation that happened to her. So we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. You know, I don't know what I'm doing on there. I don't even know if she plays Roadblocks.
Yeah, that can get creepy.
One of those. I don't know. I don't even know if it's Roadblocks.
Yeah,
she does one of them. And they're all creepy. But we know a guy. Remember you met him, the guy in LA that made games. So before she downloads a game, my wife calls him. And he'll tell my wife whether the game is good for her to watch or shitty for her to watch. It's a fucking great deal, so.
Nice. That's awesome. It was great. It was great to see Terry too. It was just, she was so happy. And yeah, the show was awesome. It took me like a minute, like, because I've heard from comics on podcasts talk about it like in bigger rooms like that like the sound comes back at you in a way. And it was like, I've done theaters with you.
It does
like
what?
Like the sound just came back like echoey a little bit. and it took me a few minutes in my set, and then like towards the middle, I really started to have a lot of fun.
You got loose.
Yeah.
To see a lot of people like that, it's like when you walk into a club. You ever park in New York City? You're like, oh my God, let's get to the club, Nikki. And you walk in, and all of a sudden you turn, and there's a fucking line of 800 people. And you're like, and all of a sudden it takes your breath away. Just the energy there goes, and you go, oh my God. And you're like, what do you want to do? And all of a sudden you get irritated, right? Don't you get irritated right away? What do you want to do? You want to wait on this line? I don't know. Where's my friend Sebastian? Sebastian is nowhere to be found.
But to be honest with you, I don't know if it was just because we came in the back. I didn't see anybody. A couple people beeped at me as I was walking up, but that's it. I don't think I looked up because I don't normally look up at like a comedy show. Nick put up a Instagram story today of like the 4 tiers. I swear to on my mother's life, I didn't know there were 4 tiers.
You think I fucking knew?
I didn't look at
I didn't
shit.
fucking know. Were you there when the guy came in? He goes, would you like to look at our theater? And I'm like, nope.
I wanted to.
He
You
goes, we
didn't
put all this craftsmanship. He goes, you want all this craftsmanship? You know, I go, I don't want to shit my pants. If I go out there now, I start judging. And what's that called? Where you
Right.
Yeah, you don't need to see shit. You just got to be funny.
Right.
You want to see something? Like Cubans say, no way no, veas el culo.
But it was so cool. Like,
yeah,
everyone there was so cool.
All that, listen, when I spoke to Lee this morning, we spoke at about 9:30. I had an appointment at 10:30. And we spoke about all the variables. We spoke about, I forgot the material, the sound, the feedback. There was some other thing we discussed. And at the end of the day, I just wasn't prepared. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was 2 weeks. I had done a set the night before. I was still going to come up with like 20 new minutes of material. Obviously, it didn't fucking work. I had to substitute to the B shit. But at the end of the day, I hate when comics say that. Well, the echo, it goes back. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Just do your shit.
And no, yeah, I got used to it. I think
Lee, you did great.
Well, thank you. It was a great show. Aaron Berg killed. He's so fucking funny.
Did you go out there and look at the theater before you went out there?
No.
Beautiful. And I wouldn't let you. We're from that old school. You need to see nothing.
No.
Like the Cubans said, no way now, ese culo. That means don't see nothing. Look at your ass. You want to see something? Look at your ass. Don't see nothing.
Yeah. But and I know what you're saying. I'm not, because I hate when you think you didn't have a good show and people try to convince you did. But it looked like you were having a lot of fun out there for the whole time.
Dog, I'm leaving the house saying to myself that it does, like 3-5 years ago before the pandemic, what was fucking me up so much was I was going up there and saying I can't fail. That was the wrong attitude. It was go up there, have fun, and fuck him in the ear. What's that? Fuck him in the other ear. What movie is that?
What?
Fuck him in the ear. Fuck him in the other ear. Goodfellas or one of those stupid movies. My point is that stand-up is about going up there, eating an edible, smoking some dope, whatever sets you loose. If it's a cocktail, if it's, what? Goodfellas.
That's really a line from Goodfellas? Yeah. I thought that was a joke.
You know, I mean, guys, stand up at the end of the day. You're supposed to go up there, you know, going like, I mean, the true attitude, if you're getting more than $100 a show for doing an hour, right? Let's say you're getting $300 a show for doing an hour. Your attitude is you're going up there and you're like, some idiot. I mean, that's the joke. That's why as you're walking to the stage, there should be nothing on your mind. You got to say 2 things to yourself. And it's funny. Some people are going to take it the wrong way because they take everything the wrong way. But like when you're getting $500 a show on a Tuesday or whatever, you're like, this fucking idiot. You know, they're paying me $500 to do something I would do for free.
Right. Or pay to do.
When you do stand-up, basically, they're paying you for the gas, the tolls. That's what you're paying for. When you get there, you're like, they want to pay me how much to do this stupid shit? I'll go up there and fucking flip around and blow bottle rockets out of my ass. As long as you're having fun, the audience is going to have fun.
Right.
Right or wrong. Now, at a different level, I'm walking out there going, I can't believe these 2,000 people showed up. Like, they actually paid. Like, you have to, like, be happy on the way up there. Like, somebody's finally paying you. For 18 years, you had to bring 4 people, an organ player, go up at midnight, wait a year for a check. You know what I'm saying? And now, for once, what do you have to be fucking sad about? And I think that sometimes with comedy or in life, it's how you look at the situation. Because I was the king of that shit. It's how I used to go to the doctor scared. I'm going to get a needle in my arm. On the whole way there, you're just building up fear and anxiety. By the time I get there, my hands would be, they would have to put fucking paper towels in both my hands. Now I go to the doctor like I'm going to torture the fucking chick who takes blood out of me. Or something. But it's not the fear. You know, like before I go on stage, I told Nick a joke before I went up. I did the joke. It was the dumbest joke in the world about Carvel. Mr. Softies, my neighborhood is so boring. Mr. Softies stopped coming. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You know why? Because I was high.
Right.
And I was giggling at myself. I'm looking at you with the Auschwitz feet, and I'm fucking dying of laughter. But that's what it is.
Right.
It's the attitude. It's not like I'm going to go up there and my sound is going to ricochet. Who gives a fuck? I don't need to hear shit. I just need to fucking watch them laughing. I don't need to hear nothing.
Right.
I want to hear my boring jokes. What do I want to hear them for? I can talk to myself all day.
Right. But that's why it's like, and you have to be hard on yourself, but you're being, people had a really good time at the show, I think.
And that's all that matters. Yeah. See, on the way home, I thought about that also. And I saw those people. I saw the people that came in the back. There was a lot of people in the back I never met before. Gino's daughters. I never knew them before. They were like, your nephew just went to meet with my dad. And I'm like, he's here. And I showed him to him. I don't know if you saw them. I never met these people before, but I could see the look on their face. My friend Gabby, her niece came. I thought the tickets were for her. And she goes, no, I have to give him my license. So she gave the niece her license. They let her in. I didn't know a lot of those people. But I could see that they were happy. Gabby's called me 3 fucking times and said, she went backstage, Joe. You let her in? I go, yeah, those are the passes. You know, so that's what you look at.
And dude, it's like, because even if you have like a good set, like a B or B plus, A minus, there's always going to be like a better set or a better, it could have gone better. But that doesn't mean like, you know, that it wasn't good or people didn't. Because but you also, you said you wanted to do jokes you didn't do. You say that every time you go on stage. You also always say, I have nothing, I don't know what I'm going to say to these people.
Until I get up there and start milking the vein. I don't know shit.
And dude.
There's times I have to watch you guys and go, oh, fuck. Like, thank God Aaron Burr goes up before me sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
He'll say something about his kid, and I go, there you go. Now I remembered that. Now, and I do that at the dojo on purpose to get my memory going. It's a discipline. It's an exercise to get your coconut fucking thinking. But when I'm in front of 2,800 people, there's no exercising. There's executing.
Right.
Big fucking difference. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I meant. I'm mad that I got stuck.
Do you think you went to something you were more confident? Like, I know, like the jokes you did were new jokes, but like,
I forgot everything, Lee. I forgot shit that I could go to that's very, like, New Jersey-ish. I forgot a ton of shit, man.
Happens all the time.
I know it does. And, you know, people go, well, you need to stop smoking reefer. No. I'm going to smoke more fucking reefer from now on. So you guys, where are you this week anyway for the 4th of July? What are you going to do?
For the 4th, it's my uncle's 80th birthday. I'm going back to Boston for a couple of days.
No comedy up there?
I reached out for another week, but not this week.
Oh, say, can you see? Wait, you got any fireworks? What are we doing for the 4th?
Yeah, we're going to watch fireworks.
You didn't get none of those Israeli fireworks? They go boom. They go not just boom. They go boom. Boom 2 times. You didn't get any of those?
Not yet. Not
with the face of Netanyahu on it?
No Netanyahu bombs.
I have no idea what I'm doing for the 4th of July. We were going to go to the city, but there's too many Jews in the city for the 4th. That's got to scare you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm
you're going
leaving.
to Boston.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't want to be in a building where we get bombed or a fucking helicopter goes into it or something. And then...
You're a glass half full kind of guy.
what?
Glass half full. Why is all this terrible things going to happen?
It's the 4th of July. People go crazy. People are angry. New York's got that new primary mayor. People are mad about that. If you got property in New Jersey, kick your mother out because you're about to make millions. If your mother lives in the basement, tell her, bitch, it's time to go, Jack. You know what I'm saying? We're making millions. I'll buy you a little hut in South Jersey once the smoke clears. We're making big money in North Jersey now.
Why?
Because that guy, if he wins, all those people,
are gonna leave?
And Jack Ciattarelli, the Republican, wins as governor, all those people are going to move to northern New Jersey.
Damn.
Big money, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be doing a podcast. We'll open up an office, some bitches.
What are the bitches going to do?
Whatever you want them to do. Help your girlfriend with the muffins. Listen, who would you eat a muffin from? A topless chick that gave you a muffin? Or some scotchado from Starbucks with sunglasses and green hair? You know what I'm saying? That's what you need in your life.
It's a real easy choice.
Would you like soy milk? Yeah, in my ass. That's why I want soy milk, all right? Well, no fucking soy milk. I want the real McCoy.
But who goes to a topless place to get a muffin?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Wouldn't you like to go to a topless muffin coffee place no more? They got them in Florida, topless coffee.
Do they really have coffee?
Yeah, you pull
that
up.
That seems like it's way too hot
topless.
to be topless around.
What?
What if they spill it on themselves?
Who gives a fuck? They're titties. You know what I'm saying? You take them to Texas and you get them rebranded. That's when a fake tit was invented. They got a Lucchese company, like the boot company in Nashville.
Right.
The Italians, they got one down there for your titties.
Really?
Remember, titties were invented at the University of Texas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Doug, then who
Who invented
what are you doing?
titties?
What are we doing here? What the? Great movie.
This is a real thing?
Yeah. What Austin or Dallas? Yes. Big money, Dallas. Big titties. Big money, big titties. Everybody went nuts, and everybody in the club getting tipsy. So that's when the fake tit was invented.
I learn something every week on this podcast.
That's what these podcasts and comedy routines are about. You always go home with a ha-ha and a hee-hee and a mental note. Like, I didn't know that titties were, whatever, invented down there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for the 4th. I don't want to sit at home. I don't feel like driving 3.5 hours either. I have to drive back on fucking Sunday morning and stop at Celia Cruz. Fucking, that's my favorite. I go in there and get the Nathan's hot dog with the fucking French fries, and they have the coconut ice that you pop in the little thing.
Right.
Tremendous.
But like that, I was just gonna ask. Like, you don't want to do like a grill, like put hot dogs and hamburgers.
How old are we now? How many fucking hamburgers and hot dogs? We just had the best hot dogs we're gonna have. I'm gonna sit there at somebody's house with some half fucking shitty hot dogs. They're ballpark. Oh, am I fucking excited? They're not Georgie dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got that type of class.
That's true.
You know, and they want to make you those scotchard meatballs, those scotchard fucking hamburgers where they don't put no seasoning in it. I don't want to do that again. Then potato salad, I don't want to do that again. Well, happy 4th of July, everybody. It's a good Friday. Now I'm bored Saturday and Sunday scratching my balls. I don't want to do that shit.
Would you ever bring your own food to a barbecue? Like if you knew someone's food stunk?
Oh, yeah. If I knew somebody's an anti-professional, you show up with your own shit. You know what I'm saying? If I know George's going to be there with American cheese slices from Kraft,
right?
You got to show up with something. George thinks I'm going to let him forget that. That's going to be on his tombstone. This motherfucker showed up to a barbecue with Long Island Italians with Kraft slices, the ones that you remove once. Then he wonders why I don't invite him back.
Those aren't bad, though.
If you're a communist, if you're in prison, not if you're in liberty, not if you believe in freedom. You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you this, Joey. What year was this cheese transgression? Like
about 5 years ago, 6 years
Oh,
ago.
okay. I thought it was when you were in your 20s.
No.
5.
That's why he got dumped.
5 or 6
He
years.
showed up with American cheese in front of our family. They're old school Italian. That's it. They pulled her aside and said, you got to give them walking papers. 90 days. They love them, but they
For
had to let 'em go.
cheese. That's fucked up.
Bro, they've let people go for less. Old school Italian people don't fuck around, dog. There's some shit you just can't show up with. That's what I'm trying to always caution you.
Could you get if let's say he went to the deli and got nice sliced American cheese, they sliced it for him.
First of all, he should have showed up with nice, fresh sliced cheese, and also, he knows he should have showed up with mozzarella and some nice pepperoni bread or whatever the fuck. But they don't have that there, and yeah. So you bring a little cheese, but you dope it up a little bit of mozzarella, nice with the salt water,
Right.
with the mozzarella pimple water.
Right. You can't. And I love you, George, but you can't bring. This is making more sense. A package of American cheese slices instead of a ball of mozzarella.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I thought you were making burgers.
Unless your neighbor's friend is Chad or fucking Shruti. Yeah, you can't.
I
Slip
don't even know
like
if that's a knife, George. That's a rough one.
Yeah, I'll throw you out for less. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, man. So you got no gigs this week, Lee? Just tomorrow?
I have tonight. Yeah,
Tonight?
or when this comes out.
Okay. And where you at tonight?
The comic strip at 8
And it's
o'clock.
a showcase.
Yes.
Go down there and support Lee Sayat tomorrow night at the comic strip. And let me tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. This week is the 4th of July. With what's been going on lately in the fucking world, make it the best 4th of July you know. Put your fucking Nazi helmet on and get ready, because some deep shit might happen, or then again, something might not happen. But the only thing that's supposed to happen is we're supposed to be the best Americans that we could fucking ever be. And that's all you could do. Me, I don't vote, but I pay taxes. I pay taxes on reefer. I do all the right things. I don't jaywalk. I do all the right things. I did my crime. I did my time. I paid my debt to society. And what do you want from me? I got a warrant in Seattle, but fuck that. That was 30 years ago, and I've never got in trouble again. So who won that fucking dog fight? Hello? Anyway, happy 4th of July to you and your families. Appreciate the liberties that you have. Why are you at home watching stupid fucking games and getting ready for the Jets? Who gives a fuck? Go out there and be a fucking American. That's it. Trump is helping you. He's cleaning out the country. He's helping you now. You got no more excuses. Why would I want to mow a lawn? Mexicans are going to mow a lawn. White people are going to be in demand again. Thank God to Trump. That's it. But do you really want the job? That's next week's podcast. Do you really want the fucking job after Trump gets rid of it? Are you going to learn how to bake? Are you going to learn how to clean a bathroom? No! Anyway, I love you guys. Happy 4th of July with your families. Stay black. Don't forget to support Lee tonight at the comic strip. What street? Lee, you're sitting there like you don't even know where you're at. Look at you.
I don't know what street it's on. It's the comic strip in the Upper East Side.
Comic strip on the Upper East Side. I love you, motherfuckers. Stay black. Have a great week.